imagine being able to hear you on stream when you're about to go live. Must be
The
nice.
moment you started looking for the speaker thing, I was like, wait, I'm not hearing anything through my earplug.
Happy daylight saving times in Germany activated Sunday, everybody.
Indeed it is. How is everyone doing today? Sea Smokes, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Mattenart,
How are you doing?
how's your trip coming along?
Hopefully well. Did you already get to take a sneak peek inside one of those train things? It's my first time on VX stream.
Guten
Hello, I
Tag.
hope you enjoy it. How are you doing? Guten Tag to
Guten
you as
Tag
well.
to you as well, indeed.
I'm in need of some
Cold
tea.
fingers. Same, but it's still hot.
My throat slightly hurts because I've been yelling at Tifa a lot today.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, for good reason.
We've
Next
been
Sunday,
working on our stream
April 2nd.
anniversary sale.
To April.
Sale. Stream, not sale.
We're not selling anything.
That's why I'm saying it's not a sale, it's a stream.
Stream sale, basically the same.
Comes down to the same thing.
More or less.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So much
Was
fun.
I mean, in the end, we got somewhere. We have
I mean, we made some
half the
results.
things we need prepared for it. And Tifa and I have very, very different creative processes.
And they clash.
Yes, quite a
lot.
bit. Quite a bit. Me, usually I have a vision of what I wanted to sound or look like in the end. And then generally I cannot explain to Tifa what exactly I want. So I need to do like a mock-up. And then I need to show it to her, and then usually she gets it. That's my problem, right? I get that. That's on me. But sometimes, even in the process of going there, like getting to the point where I've got something to show her to make her understand, we, let's say, clash.
It's been an interesting day, let's say it like that.
Which is really funny because we've been spitballing this for a couple of weeks now. Like we had,
And we're doing everything last minute.
We had a general idea of what we wanted to do, and that grew from, okay, I need like an hour or two to prepare for this, to we've been putting 3 weeks into this. And it's gonna be, the last week now is gonna be the most hellish one.
Yeah, we still have a lot to do.
Because we were talking about what we're gonna do yesterday, and let's say it grew exponentially. for the better, if you
For
ask
the
me.
better. The question is if we're gonna be able to finish all of that on time.
If I will have to skip sleeping all week to make it happen on Sunday,
Excuse me?
I will pull 6 days in a row working, eating, working on that.
And then we cancel Sunday because we're too tired to
Never, never. As long as I've got a body to move in front of a camera on Sunday, I will be here. This will happen. I need to keep peeking at my preview because I want to point at the right thing.
Thank you for the follow, Smokes.
Much appreciated.
Also, Evie, happy Sunday to you as well.
It's April 2nd surprise visit to April's Fool's Days. You will have to be here and find out for yourself. Someone that
No
hasn't
spoilers.
gotten to look at it, or hasn't been in them yet, but he got his pictures of the inside. Nice. They just look like weird oblong hotel rooms.
I think the design is really cool. Like, I would stay there.
Is it like the type of length of a room where it seems weird that somebody decided to make a hotel room out of it? Because I feel like I've been in places like that.
Well, like,
where they looked at it, like, I guess they looked at the floor plan and went like, well, this by this, that is enough space to put a room in there, and then they just crammed stuff in there, and it wasn't necessarily nice to be inside. But I would love to sleep in a train car made hotel room, I think.
if you're a fan of trains, it's awesome. But
Especially then.
congratulations on your presentation going well. That's great.
Nice.
I can breathe a huge sigh of relief. When
Nice.
are you returning again?
Yeah, how long do you have to stay in the cool place that has a train inside of a building?
Not until tomorrow.
Not talking
no?
about train stations.
Or do you need to go like later today? My son let me sleep in and tonight is D&D, so D&D. D&D, so it's a good Sunday.
Tonight is
I can
Doomsday.
speak.
Yes, Tifa. D&D.
I can speak today.
Nice. How old is your son?
It's been a long day.
I mean, I feel like no matter how old anybody is, it's always nice to be able to get a good night's rest.
That is true. Sleeping in is really nice.
I've been cheated out of sleep an hour this weekend because, like I mentioned, now we are on the 1 hour forward, like summertime, I guess is what you call it. That's what we call it over here in Germany.
Yeah.
And I want my hour back. I know we get it back in October if we haven't abolished it by then, but
Kind of want it
still.
back now.
Yeah, I would like it if like every 6 months the weekend just gets an hour longer. I would be okay with that.
Oh,
Be
that's
very
not
okay
too bad. I would sign for that.
Mm.
I would absolutely sign for that.
The whole thing is April Fools, we didn't do anything, I'm gonna unsub. Well, then you would have to do that. I get to be here until Thursday. Okay. Do you also still have more work stuff to do there, or do you get to have some time for yourself and explore the area?
Oh, that would be nice. It always sucks if you're going on a work trip and you have no time to see like the area or the place, especially if you're new there.
Yeah. fair enough.
Hey, he will be 3 on April
Nice.
2nd.
I'm not gonna congratulate you because in Germany that is considered to bring bad luck. So I won't, but I hope you are gonna have a blast coming Sunday.
Do you have, are you gonna have like a birthday party or any other plans?
Time doesn't exist, only clocks.
That's deep.
That's why there are no clocks in this room with us.
Or in the house. Besides digital clocks.
Yeah. Tonight is also D&D night for us. It's a small world.
I think Sunday is a popular D&D day because I believe Fodi also always had his campaigns on Sunday.
No, I think that was Thursdays. I want to say Thursdays.
Or Enric. Well, it makes sense. I mean,
Both the
most
same,
people...
they used to do it together. I mean,
Enric
as with... Yeah, but the ones I was able to catch were most of when Fodi was streaming them and Endrick being the DM were on Thursdays, I believe. It's
Well,
been a
fair
while,
enough.
so I
I
might
don't
remember.
recall.
I might misremember.
Regardless, Sunday, I understand. Everyone is off. Usually easier to plan than during
Yes.
the week. But
Indeed.
I'm super happy for you. How long have you been playing your first
My
campaign?
first campaign, I love
Never
the game
mind.
so far. Thank you, he's excited for his party. Lightning McQueen party. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Nice.
that is... Speaking of Enric, that's kind of funny. He's also having a Cars party.
Yes. Sea Smokes 420, are you secretly our friend Endrick? Did you
No,
maybe
that sounds
forget to
super
log
exciting.
into your other account that we are more familiar with?
Super
He doesn't have
exciting.
a son though. Maybe not.
G-Man, happy Sunday. Hope you're doing well. What's the game's playthrough history here?
We are...
On the true and final ending currently.
Yes, we're in the last, final, secret, hidden, true ending, and we are on the third block of the flow from the beginning of that ending.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
in the... Or we're still stuck in the... Or not stuck. We just finished like the library puzzle, I believe. Like we're about to go out.
We finished the escape room after the library.
Yeah, that.
Yes. We'll tell you all about it when we do the recap in a moment.
Why is it bad luck to congratulate in Germany?
I
No,
have no
it's bad
idea.
luck to congratulate early.
Oh yeah, true. Yes, that.
Like on the day, you can of course congratulate someone, but beforehand is... I have no clue why it's considered bad luck, but it is.
I'm Googling in German while speaking English, and I can tell you it hurts behind my eyes and between my ears. Like thinking and speaking in one language and type, because I'm trying to look this up in German because I imagine I find better results then.
I like how Google is finishing the lines. Like currently is Googling in German. Why does it bring bad luck when someone does...
Get up too early. That's what it auto-completes to. Like, that's not what I'm looking up.
Wakes up too early.
So... Oh, okay.
Oh, okay,
Apparently,
that makes sense.
according to the all-knowing bubble.com, Bubble, B-A-B-B-E-L.
According to a website online.
I'm telling you my sources, so if this is incorrect, you can all shame them and not me, because I'm just reading what I find on the internet. Apparently, back in the olden times, if you were congratulating somebody early, they believed that a demon was listening along to you hearing this, and then this demon would use their power to make your birthday wishes for
to steal your
birthday
birthday
child
wishes.
not come true. That's awfully
That's
common.
quite mean.
Yes.
So yes, we would like your little one to have their birthday wishes.
Exactly.
So we're not
Exactly.
congratulating already.
Because maybe if we do congratulate you early, accidentally, as is not customary in Germany, your Lightning McQueen party becomes a Thunder McKing party. And that sounds awfully like a knockoff that probably won't be as nice. Yeah. We're 9% through. I'll take it, Modernat, I'll take it.
Yeah, we're kind of near the ending, but we're also not near the ending. Like, it's been... We spent 2 hours in the library room on Friday. Like, I don't know if that bit just takes long.
Yes, we did.
But it
Awesome.
somehow took forever.
Andrew,
Hendrik,
thank you very much, Teresa.
speaking of the devil, there he is.
Yes, we were just talking about you, actually. What a good time it's been getting to know you and everyone in this community.
Know you.
I'll do you one better. What a good time it is being. Because I'm still enjoying it.
Very true. Well, maybe until Sunday. After Sunday, you might all unfollow and unsub.
To be honest, if you do, I don't want you here anyway.
It's gonna be awesome.
No, what we've prepared for Sunday so far is the magnum opus of my entire life. And if it's not for you, that's cool, but then you probably won't enjoy being here anyway.
Fair enough.
I think it's fair.
I took German in high school, going back and forth between the
grammar
grammar.
melt in my brain. Yes, I
German
understand.
grammar is the worst thing ever.
It's more complicated than English.
And I don't know why someone would even create a language like this. Why would you create this and go like, oh, you know what? There's not... Why would you only say you with one word? We should have 7 different forms of saying you. And you know what? Having no capitalization besides the first letter in the sentence is kind of boring. We should put capitalization everywhere in the sentence, but only when it hits these rules, otherwise it wouldn't be fun, right?
You know what's really amazing to me,
German.
Tifa, before I go into the bullshittery you just tried to pull?
You know, I'm right.
You understand and speak a couple of phrases of Japanese. You don't get to talk about how complicated German is when you know a few phrases of Japanese. To me, like, Japanese is the peak of complexity of a language. How you address somebody depends on so many factors. It's
you can't compare
ridiculous to me.
like some anime Japanese to actually learning the full language, because I'm not even gonna touch Japanese or Chinese or anything in that direction, because oh boy, German, bad enough, I'm telling you.
This is especially funny considering that this one over here is Dutch, and the Dutch, if this is true, stole the German language and then just gave up on improving it. Also, hello Benjima, time to take a break. No, hello Benjima,
Xenophobic of you.
happy Sunday, how are you doing? It's not xenophobic, it's just some languages,
Germanphobic.
I would argue, feel easier than others. I'm pretty sure that's subjective, but if you compare German, English and Dutch, I would say learning German is the most difficult out of the 3.
Yeah.
I would say English, Dutch, German.
Is English really the hardest language to learn? Because I feel like English was one of the easier ones.
I cannot
Maybe
count.
it depends on where you're from, because I can imagine
I think it's subjective.
it depends on your base, I would think.
Like, I cannot count the amount of times I've tried to learn Japanese because video games and stuff. I can't. I cannot. It doesn't stick with me. Just how you say I or you, like Evie says, Japanese is among the most context-dependent languages in the world. I don't have the brain capacity for this. Like, I wish I could, but I don't. It just doesn't stick.
Learning languages is hard regardless. I do not have what we call a so-called language knob. Like my dad speaks 7 or 8 languages.
Yeah, he does.
7.
Which is impressive.
He speaks 7 languages and he just goes like, oh, reading a book, and then he goes, oh, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, oh, how do you know that? He's like, well, I just read this book and it says this is how you say it, so I just say it. And I'm like, sure.
I wish I could do that.
I wish I could do that. But
it might sound like hate, but it's just pure jealousy.
It is pure jealousy.
So it's clear.
I really wish I could just listen to some kind of language course and immediately go like,
oh yeah, that's how you say it.
that's how you say it.
For people whose first language isn't a Romance language, it's definitely harder.
What's considered a Romance language?
I think it was
German.
supposed to be a Romanic, like was based derived from Latin. But
Frankenhaus. I'm sorry, I love it.
Ziekenhaus! See, you can do the same thing with Dutch. Parasol!
I love those videos.
Yeah, I mean, I do too, but you can do the same with any language. I need to fight the stereotypical Germanism.
Rindfleischetiketten gesetzt voor keine Ahnung und noch was. What was the whole word?
I'm not gonna repeat it. I will not feed into that.
I forgot the word.
No.
Oh, well.
But I do like the idea of there being romantic languages. Like if you learn them first, you have an easier time learning the others. Hey.
Okay, well, French I could imagine.
Yeah.
Spanish I didn't know was a romantic language, as in considered an official romance language, if that's apparently a thing. I do really like listening to Spanish. Italian, okay, yeah.
The one's based on Latin. Exactly.
Fair enough.
Good, Luca's making me play through all of Super Mario Maker 2 Store in his account to unlock all of items and it's getting on my nerves. How are you?
Hide, Benjima. Hide.
I have to say, I think it's a wonderful thing that you're doing that for Luca, and enjoy. I really enjoyed playing through the story.
How about you just let Luca play some of Eevee's codes, and then he'll be busy the rest of his life.
You could do that, yeah.
You probably won't hear him anymore.
Fair enough. Trying to train my dog in German. I just love yelling, Nein! And when she looks at me like, are you sure your dog understands German? Like, imagine how rough that would... rough.
Well, trying to train the dog in German.
Yeah, but imagine if your dog, like me, just...
I just got the rough.
It's a slow burn, apparently. This joke's only been done like 1,000,000 times before, but apparently Tifa never heard of it before.
Half an hour later.
It's fine.
Rough.
No, but imagine like how I just on a molecular level cannot learn Japanese. If you get a dog and you try to train your dog in your language, but your dog, like me, cannot learn that language, I was incapable of learning it. Have you tried using other languages on your dog? Like, I don't know, French, English, anything? No.
Well.
Mon petit chou. I think that was French.
Omelette du fromage, and then it rolls up.
Omelette au fromage.
It's du fromage. Have you never seen Dexter's Laboratory?
Yes, I have, and they said it wrong. It's au fromage.
I think that's not a bad idea to train your dog in German, though. Like, what if your dog, God forbid, what if your dog like gets stolen and they try to like take it along by using common commands, but then they don't speak German and then your dog doesn't listen? I don't know.
But then you have to fully lean into the German commands. Apfelstrudel, Schnitzel, like that.
Currywurst.
Yeah, basically that.
You've never heard of Sagandese? No, I don't think so. Is that an actual language?
I'm pretty sure Benjima set you up for a Sagandese nuts.
Yes! I knew, oh no.
I saw it coming. But talking real quick about the...
I said it and in the back of my mind I was like, wait a second.
So much for having a language knob or not. No, but teaching a dog German commands, wasn't that a plot in one of the Prince of Bel-Air episodes?
I don't remember.
I think so.
I don't remember. So wait, police dogs they really teach police dogs in German.
Really?
And why are they imported from Germany?
I feel like that's a myth. I need to look that up. Real German shepherds. I've never met a real German Shepherd. I mean, not a shepherd, but maybe.
You're a German Shepherd from Alabama.
Mind blow time, your dog doesn't speak any human language. That's a heinous lie, you've got no way of proving that. I don't believe you.
Yeah, I believe officially they don't learn the words, they learn the sounds and tones. Like my dog I actually had a German Shepherd, by the way. Let's see if I get...
If I type into Google, what language do they train? It auto-completes to, do they train police dogs in? Okay, that's a real thing that people look up.
Oh, I don't have pictures of my dog on this
Wait, this is weird. German Shepherds are the breed of choice for law enforcement, and because they're of German heritage, they will often be trained using German commands. Again,
what?
According to bubble.com. I've never heard of that. And
why would you do that? Out of curiosity. I'm just getting a picture of my German Shepherd.
What?
I kind of thought you were joking, but...
Not all police dogs in the US are trained in German. Dogs imported from Germany or trained by Germans might use German. Police dogs aren't trained in another language so that bad guys can't give them commands, but because they're trained in a country other than where they work.
Can you even see that? Yes. Ah, green screen! But the dog is filtered out.
Imagine if...
Now it looks like a sticker.
We specifically had an overlay where I could have shown you this.
It's fine.
Tifa had prepared for this moment.
It's fine.
Gotta take out the pup, baby.
Have a good walk.
Enjoy. Please enjoy your Spaziergang. It's German for taking a walk.
Ich gehe spazieren.
Jeden Tag.
Wir müssen laufen.
Why do I go into this way of talking? That's not how we speak in German.
I really do like the word spazieren though.
Because it sounds a bit like the word Spatz, which is the endearing term for a little swallow. Like, actually not a swallow. What's those super common birds? Little, fit on your hand, they're brown,
Tits?
they're cute. No, I don't think so.
Tit is a bird. But I think those are the blue ones, no?
I do believe so.
I have no clue. I know some birds in like Dutch, but then translating them to English, I have no clue what their English name is.
Like tree sticker, the bone claver. Don't think that's the real word that you use in English for that.
Oh no, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense.
In countries that don't speak German, using German would make sense if the people you're chasing don't understand the commands, I guess.
I suppose,
I have no idea.
yeah.
There is
But I think with some things you can guess if they go like, oh, beiß. Beiß.
No. I think there is a bunch of people arguing in this thread on Quora that I opened because it was a first or second thing that was there on Google when I clicked on it, but I don't think so, but I don't know. I'm not a police dog trainer. Yeah.
I'm guessing it's more like a tradition at some point.
Tifa, you're thinking of the blue-footed boobies. Tits are also a bird, but not necessarily blue, I think.
Oh, okay, wait, which bird is a tit? Let me...
Did they name those birds after the meaning of tits and boobies became what we're used to it being? Who is calling me now?
That's probably your dad, I guess.
Well, then I have to call again later.
No, he didn't send me a message. Oh yeah, a tit is the like yellow, green, blue little birds, and
we have those over here. They're really cute.
They are super cute, and the
yes.
blue.
So I've seen plenty of tits in my life just walking outside, talking about the birds. I've seen blue-footed boobies before, but only in a zoo. They look a bit like seagulls to me. I mean, yes, they have different colors, but a little bit.
We have these in Europe as well, but not with blue feet.
So non-blue-footed boobies, I guess.
I think they're family of masked boobies. No, not the masked ones either. Well, some type of that. But
this is now a bird-watching stream, apparently.
Wait, what's a mus? Mus in
Spatz.
English. Oh yeah, Spatz would be better.
A sparrow. That's what I'm talking
Sparrow.
about.
Wait, didn't you already say sparrow?
No, I said swallow, but that's the
Oh.
bird that doesn't land. But like falls from high places to gain enough momentum to carry on flying.
Those
are also really cute.
And welcome back. How old is your puppy? Or what kind of puppy do you have?
And how old is it? Is it
And
cute?
how old?
What's the
Every
puppy's name?
puppy is cute.
Yeah.
There's no non-cute puppy.
Swallow is the native bird of Segunda. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that for a
Not
bit,
for a second.
Benjima.
But I'm not gonna say it.
Tifa, how about you give us a recap of what happened the last time we were playing 999, which was 2 days ago. And I'm saying that it was 2 days ago because now if Tifa doesn't remember most of it, I can shame her.
I'm sorry.
Let's
I'm
do
not
the
even-
recap
I'm
and
not
then we can go
laughing at
back
the
into
recap.
this.
Okay, but yes, fine. So we are currently still on the true ending. We have gone through door number 9, came across a giant ass library, looked absolutely beautiful, horrible to solve puzzles in.
Yes.
We managed to get past it though. We came into another room which was like behind the library, which looked a bit like some kind of...
It was
wanna
a
say
gauntlet of
laboratory,
puzzles
but-
we've done before, more or less.
Yeah, we kinda came into like this mix and match room, I wanna say. Like, what's the laboratory where you work? Like a worker's lab. It had all kinds of stuff from previous puzzles. We
It
solved
appeared to
everything in
be
there
the arts
too.
and crafts room of Zero.
We got the, yes, that. We got the Venus key, I think it was.
Yes.
And the card to
The
get
Neptune key, actually.
out of the room, and that's where we currently are. There you go. Recap.
Okay, so you've told us the locations of where we've been. Now, would you like to catch people up on the story, which I believe most people care about more than the geography of the rooms we've been through?
Well, there was some morphogenetic fields, and Ace again as the CEO, and we found out that the 9th man that died was also a worker.
We finally got Snake to spill the beans, and he told us about the nature of
And
the original Nonary games, with one group being on a replica of the Titanic, the Gigantic, and the other half of the 18 / possibly only 16 kids being in Nevada in a room or in another replica of a Gigantic, except it's a building and not a ship. We have once again been explained to how morphogenetic fields work, as in danger can make somebody send information into or through a morphogenetic field
You have a
to
sender and
a
a receiver.
recipient. And the idea behind the Nonary game was that Cradle Pharmaceutical, run by Ace or Hongo, I forgot his last name, and 3
Ace.
other sick fucks, wanted to potentially create people who could mind control other people. And when we say mind control, we mean suggest to do things or learn things through morphogenetic fields.
This is kind of all what I've been saying.
You mentioned none of that.
I totally did.
We also, as the players, learned that Ace was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceutical. That's been established again in this route. The other 3 people in a picture we found were the captain that we found dead
True, which
in
was
one of
dead.
the earlier rooms.
The 9th man?
The 9th man looked oddly like the head
The other
of
guy.
R&D. And the 4th person we Junpei couldn't quite place. However, he looked basically exactly like Mr. X, the guy who got killed instead of Snake
Well, we don't know.
early in
We
the
suspect.
game.
Remember, his head was blown up.
No, but there was a couple of shots of him when Ace attacked him in the other route. So either they're giving us a red herring and they just draw anonymous people in the same art style and face, or it's that person. Yes.
Sure,
Yes.
all of that happened.
Looking into the taxonomy of tits, and there's a ton of great tits on Wikipedia.
The great tit,
I'm very happy.
the elegant tit, the crown tit, the yellow belly tit, the ashy tit, and my personal favorite, the Sichuan tit. Is that all of
Szechuan
the
in China.
Is that all of the tit family?
I expected them to be bigger, as in the family. Puppy is 16 weeks old. She's a lab pitbull German shepherd mix. That's why she doesn't understand German. It's only part German shepherd. She just looks like a yellow lab. Okay, that's really cute.
That is cute.
Mom and dad both have pitbull in them, and her dad has the shepherd. Okay.
But 16 weeks, that's so young. She'll learn German in no time.
Yes. Gentaru Hongo. Thank you, that's what. It's the name, morphogenetic fields the game. Yeah, but he seems to be kind of obsessed with those for some reason. I still wonder, was it him that got into the morphogenetic field business?
Hey,
or
my counter
I'm still setting up.
Mine counter reset it.
Mine counter.
My counter reset
Yes,
it.
Tifa, your counter. It's gonna be Tifa on the controls again until she skips one of my lines, and then I'm taking one.
Two.
No, one is
I
too
have
many
a twitching
already.
thumb. Two.
Fix that then.
The second time is game over.
No, first one is just like in real life.
Fine.
It's not all of them, but most of the tits I liked enough to share. Thank you very much, Mortonard.
So, what's your favorite tit?
Can you take a screenshot of that, and then we can send this to Groundhog completely out of context in the future? just for scientific reasons.
I'll just add Groundhog and go like, can you ask your boyfriend to stop sending us tits?
Yes. He seems to be on a roll lately for some reason. Now, go Tifa. Video game time.
Do I still press
I
the
already
button?
did
Oh,
it.
you already did.
Yeah.
In that case. There we go.
Imagine clicking into the game.
Good start. You ready?
Let's do this. I'm very...
Shit.
Oh, there they are.
Oh, and 7 gets his memories back. That's where we stop playing. I called it, Tifa didn't. Don't look at me. You had your chance at the recap, and you messed it up.
I feel like I said the most important bits though. Like you just filled up some gaps that no one really cares about at this point.
Yeah, the story.
But true, 7 was having a, not flashback, but a epiphany.
A what?
Epiphany.
A what?
That.
What?
Epiphany.
That's what I said.
What's wrong?
Holy shit, this is nuts.
Talking about second D's.
What's nuts?
These nuts.
No, Junpei, don't do it, please. Please. Okay.
I remember
Remember everything.
what?
Everything.
everything.
Time travel is real. Watch it.
Everything?
Everything.
Yeah, I remember all of it. My memory's back.
Doom, doom. What's with this dramatic music all of a sudden?
What's a dramatic moment?
I remember what happened before I got snatched. What?
Oh, that's
Oh.
different than what he got in the other route. Alright. Hello, I just received an out-of-context text. I need to know what's been going on here.
I like how Matzenhout was like,
He's
before they do
self-reported.
it, I'm gonna self-report to Groundhog. Well, we were gonna message you later and ask you
With
to...
a screenshot of the message above yours that's still on this screen down there.
to ask Matzenhout to stop sending us tits.
Yes, he seems a bit obsessed currently.
We were talking about birds.
Eyes. Yep. We were actually talking about birds, yes. That is true. There's a VOD to back that up.
Yeah, but the line, those are the tits I liked enough to share, was just too perfect.
It's golden. It is golden. We need like a quote system, but not for the stuff we say, but for like the highlights in chat. This should be one of them.
I can totally add Matzenhout.
Yes. That needs to be its own command. Birds. Damn, it didn't work while I'm on mobile. It should have.
It works in my chat.
Funnily enough, it
It only works on my
doesn't
chat.
on the overlay and it doesn't work on my end. Oh well. Yeah. It works for half the people watching. That might be a command next time we are streaming Mod or Not. It might.
It might as well.
Now, let's
How are you
see
doing, Groundhog?
what 7 remembers.
Let me tell you what happened.
Please do.
Like Snake said, Ace is Hongo.
Okay.
Also, real quick, they're drinking blood. Look at this.
It's a very...
No, Danganronpa has told me that blood is pink.
Oh yeah, true.
This
it's kind of pinkish.
is pink. They're vampires.
I mean, especially the guy in the top right corner. I believe that.
The guy who very much looks like a gym leader in a Pokemon game and a ROM hack. Yes.
Ranger, thank you for the lurk. Enjoy work. That kind of rhymes.
It did. Nice.
Thank you for the lurk. Go enjoy work.
Or not.
Or not.
So it did
but
work.
I hope you do.
Just on the places I see right now. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm cold because I'm trying to find a music stand to burn. I found 2 windows that were left open with the heat off. Can you close them, or is it like the kind of window we need like a little key to open and close them? Where does it work in the building for some reason? Kind of weird.
I have to say, the weather during the day has been really nice here lately.
Yes.
Like not cold, not warm. Perfect.
They're drinking glasses of milk of magnesia. I've never heard of it, but I take it looks like blood.
Is that something I want to Google? Probably not.
Milk of magnesia could also be like the Netflix and chill of gymnasts. Like the stuff you put on your hand, what's that? Wait, that's not magnesium.
You mean the powder stuff they
that's
put on?
chalk, isn't it? Why am I
That's
thinking magnesium? Oh, because you use that stuff to not get cramps. I think.
Regardless. You know what you need, Groundhog? A Snuggie.
Yes.
It's perfect to stay warm. You can have all the windows open, but you'll remain warm. Matanart, go get Groundhog a Snuggie.
It's the stuff in Pepto-Bismol. I couldn't think of what it was called.
What's Pepto-Bismol?
The pink stuff you sometimes see in American commercials, movies and TV shows that they drink to help with the stomach.
Have I ever seen it?
Yes.
Really?
Multiple times.
Really?
You were talking about it the other day with Benjima actually on Discord.
Oh, that could be, yeah.
How do I remember this?
Because I don't remember the name.
Groundhog, good luck with a hunt.
I hope you find it.
From the right, the other 3 are Musashido, Nijisaki, and Kubota.
Can we go back to their codenames? Captain, Ninth Man.
Musashido was the man with the cash.
Which one was Musashido now? Oh, the shareholder guy, right? The bottom right, the captain?
I think the captain, yeah.
Old rich guy.
Nijisaki was Hongo's right-hand man, and Kubota developed the actual technical details of
the one with the rose is the right-hand man.
Yes.
And the other dude is the developer.
Thank you for confirming to me the part I was very clear about.
Well, now I said
it was only the beginning that confused me, but your heart is in the right spot. It's very sweet. Thank you.
Hey, Snuggie, I have one in my room.
Nice.
Go wear it. It's
just in
the
the synagogue. Okay. Glad I closed window now so I won't have to freeze tomorrow morning. Yes, that must be nice. On the music stands, nothing was put back after the concert on Thursday apparently. Maybe they were all still too hyped up after it.
Too tired.
And then they shirked their duties.
No time. It's like, Groundhog will find it.
Yeah. You should shame them for it.
How do you know all this?
He remembered, he just told us, Junpei.
Come on, man, I told you, I finally got my memory back.
No, how does he know who these people are?
I love this.
Even...
That's exactly what I just said, just different words. I love this game.
No, but it makes sense.
Yeah, true. In this route, we don't know yet that 7 used to be
a cop.
Detective, police guy. Yeah.
No, that's not what I mean.
Like, Junpei doesn't get why he knows these people, but for 7, it's like, well...
Wait a second. Is the information about all the stuff that has happened in this game being spread over the different routes supposed to emulate the feeling of receiving information through a morphogenetic field?
That's one way to...
Holy shit!
I don't think it is though.
Playing
it
through
doesn't
this game makes you experience what it feels like for the characters. I just figured that out.
You don't get the information right now, do you?
Yeah, I do. I just had this epiphany because I feel like I'm in danger.
You mean epiphany?
Epiphany, yes. Press buttons. I need to be right. Come on, prove it.
I'm trying to ask you why you knew all this stuff in the first place, before you forgot it.
You really want to know?
Yes.
Of course.
Me too.
Snake,
This is
me
gonna take a
no.
while. Hell, it'll probably take me a good 3 days to tell you everything.
Well, we have like 40 minutes left, I want to say,
Yeah.
before our 9 hours are up. So give us
Something like that.
Give me the short story.
Well,
Exactly.
we don't have 3 days.
Just give us the short version, alright?
7 is like me. I mean, I could tell you a very short story, but it would probably take me half a week. Who knows?
Your short version still takes an hour.
That's what I'm saying. It's a short story, so it takes half a week.
All right, fine. I'll give it a shot. No promises, though.
Did you just undergurate my over-exaggeration?
I feel like you can say this very fast, like, hey, I was a cop, I was onto this case about the missing kids, I got a lead that led me to the pharmaceutical company, found out these are the CEOs, I was on their track, dot.
Possible, yeah.
I'm a detective.
Okay, I get the first line.
It's a little awkward to say this about myself, but you could probably consider me a lone wolf type.
I said the same thing about myself when I was 14.
I hope
We've all been there, come on.
doing what's right is more important than doing what you're told.
I feel like everybody goes through I'm a lone wolf. Nobody really understands my feelings. Type of thing at some
Isn't
point
that
in
what
their life,
puberty
right?
is?
Yeah, I think so. And maturing is being able to look back at it and when you go,
I realize you're still one.
yes, I'm still a lone wolf.
Ow.
Ooh. Press buttons.
That's why I followed my gut that night. A slim lead brought me to the wharf. It was 9 years ago.
Wait, ooh, this is different. Here he says he followed his gut feeling.
He just said he followed a lead to the war.
Oh, I
He's the type that follows his gut feeling and does what's right.
I stopped listening at gut feeling, so everything else just became a blur.
No, that was still about his lone wolf type of character.
Oh God, 7 is everyone's first D&D character from when they were a teenager. What or not? I can do you one better. That was my first D&D character when we played last year. So, twice the age of a teenager? But yes, confirmed.
Inside of everyone, there are 2 wolves.
I know that meme. Finally a reference
I don't think I
understand.
know that one.
I'll show it to you later.
Do that.
The wharf had been cold as fuck. I could barely see squat.
I just thought it was like the deeper meaning of evil and good.
And kind of. It feels very deep when you read it too.
I know
When you
that.
look at it, yeah.
I was investigating a mess of kidnappings, all of them children. It all had one thing in common. A history of visits to one particular hospital.
A mess of kidnappings. Is that the official plural? Like a murder of crows. A mess of kidnappings. Not mass. Mess.
Management of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. And my investigation had turned up evidence that Cradle had been involved in the kidnappings. After a little sweet talking, I managed to finally get a real lead from someone inside Cradle.
That was the phone call.
My source told me this.
Here we go.
A ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
That's not Junpei. That's Junpei's dad, if anything. It's
Sounds
Junpei
like Junpei to
adjacent.
me.
It sounds Junpei-ish.
It sounds like Junpei to me, regardless. But only they added a bit of this.
Yeah, like a morphogenetic field voice.
It's not a morphogenetic. Morphogenetic field voices do not call you over a hotline.
How do you know? Have you ever talked to one? Exactly. Checkmate, haters.
Well,
I'm a rogue. My parents are dead and I'm a lone wolf. No way! I'm a paladin. My parents are dead and I'm also a lone wolf. I'm a cleric, an orphan, and a lone wolf too. How about you, Bard?
My parents live a few blocks away and I love teamwork. You gotta have the one.
That was actually close to our group. Ish?
No.
Yeah, I
None
think
of
so.
us had that much backstory that we went
We
like,
didn't
oh.
fully go into it like this. I was the lone wolf guy. I even forgot what character class I played. It was Fody. Fody was some type of bird species. I forgot which one.
I fully forgot. I had something about nature.
Tifa was a tiefling. I remember that. Getting eaten by rats. Her size. Ranger was a barbarian. Goat ball!
It was quite fun. We still need to replan that.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
So I
Looking for the spacebar.
You couldn't see that, but I motioned for Tifa to continue the game text, and when she was tapping the air.
I was like looking for where it was. I'm trying to not leave my finger on the spacebar in case I have trigger tones.
That's really sweet of you. Now carry on.
In the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about. There was a bunch of movement near it.
Somehow, Seven looks older here than he currently does.
I think it's the
It's the frown.
it's the Batman face.
Men in black suits, many of them carrying large bags. The bags. There was something about the way they moved as they were carried. No doubt about it. There were human beings in those bags.
So is it just me, or is... Let me change this. Is the... There's no options menu. Right. Is the voiceover the same, exactly the same volume as the background sounds?
No, it's a tiny bit louder.
Barely.
I moved before I realized it. I came out of hiding with my gun already in my hand. Don't move. I felt metal
I'm
touch the
bit
back
bad.
of my head.
I'm vengeance.
Drop the gun. I could kill you right now. It'd be easy to get away with it, too.
Why do I think that's the right-hand man of Ace, Hongo?
No, I don't think he will show up.
Just tie an anchor to your feet, and no one would find you for a week.
That rhymed. I mean, not perfectly, but just tie an anchor to your feet, no one will find you for a week.
It works.
What? The fish here would love a meal.
He kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull. There was nothing I could do. I did what he said and laid my gun on the ground.
I like how we went for the short version.
This was exactly how it played out last time too. I remember him getting ambushed, but
This is a bit more details about what was being said and stuff.
I think so too.
Then suddenly, there was a sharp pain in my neck. A needle. A drug.
Soporil, wanna guess?
That was my
Same
last
stuff?
thought. My face hit cold concrete. I was out like a light after that.
I woke up 9 years later on this boat.
9 hours later.
I woke up on a hard floor.
9 years later.
On the 9th floor.
Damn it. Shit, my head hurts.
On the 9th of September.
I did a quick once-over of the room. Where am I? A small, shabby bed, a dirty sink.
I imagine that when in this flashback Seven has speaking lines like, where am I? He isn't just, like, we're not just experiencing this as a storytelling device, but he's actually doing that to the group standing there. Anyway, so I woke up. Where am I? You know what I mean? Give us the short version. Well, it all started when I first decided to become a detective.
No, it all started when my mom and dad fell in love.
Yeah, 36 years ago. In a club. My dad met my mom. Yeah. Who cares about the sink right now, man? Like, just say it's the room we've been in before.
This would have been you. You would have gone in way more detail and would
Yeah.
have made it much longer, but this is you.
The walls were made out of cheap concrete, almost as if they were hurrying to build this place.
I was in this 9 by 9 room and it was like gray and it had stuff on the wall, and I'm not sure exactly what it looked like, but they were like scratches or just tear and wear. I'm like uncertain. And the bed was so dirty and old, and it had a towel on it, and like was it a blanket? No, I think it was a towel, and it was made of like this very itchy wool kind of thing.
The industrial design of a room inspired a certain dread inside of me, like a school student on a Sunday evening when he realizes Monday morning starts with at least favorite class.
Basically.
Demonstrating this for a puppet show.
That would be really good. All of a sudden, whoop, you have this whole board showing up.
He got Clover's pen and paper from earlier to quickly draw an outline of a room.
Took off his sock.
It was 9 by 9 by 9 feet. Oh my god. So much edge, I got a paper cut. Exactly. A toilet with no privacy in a room with only me inside of it.
I'd seen it countless times as a cop.
That kind of added nicely.
I know, right? It's like I wrote this.
I was a detective, but I always wanted to be a novelist.
No, you have to do it with a... Like, I can only do this with a head tilt, like slightly to the side. Yes, I was a detective, but I've always wanted to be a novelist.
Gotta go now, but have fun. No, you groundhog.
Please have
Thank
some
you for
fun
your
yourself.
life.
Don't get too cold. Remember where your snug is.
We'll report on
enjoy.
everything Matanar does. Don't worry.
Yes. We're recording this after all.
Quite literally.
I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. I was still pretty woozy, but I made my way over to it.
This also kind of gives a... What do you call it? Like these hearing books?
Like it's an audiobook.
Yeah, an audiobook kind of feel.
Now I can go back to sending to Expect a full report on my desk by Monday. Yes. You will get that.
I like the
100%.
yellow belly tits. Send me more pics of that.
I think I once walked past the beach where I saw one.
I pushed and pulled on it, but
AKA the door didn't open.
it won't open. Not like I expected much else. Would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked.
I like how he even added the I pushed and pulled.
He probably he did it like my dad. He probably grabbed the person he's telling us and so I grabbed the door and I pushed and I pulled, but it didn't open. I mean, who would be dumb enough to not lock the door to a cell, right?
Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge. I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed and sat down.
Then we get to a part where he hears a voice coming through the ventilation shaft.
Huh. I sat there for a very, very long time. Who knows how long?
Let's try to count how long exactly. Clover, do you want to hazard a guess how long I had been sitting there?
Very, very long.
Then I heard a faint voice.
And the faint voice said, "There's the cold tit, there's the very tit, there's the salt."
I don't think you're allowed to touch the Sultan's tit.
It depends. If you're part of his harem, yes. Probably.
I wonder who came with the name tit. Like,
That's
it's
what I'm
kind of
saying.
cute for a bird if you think about it, though.
Yeah, but my question is which tit came first? The bird, as in the name for the type of bird, or us using that as a term to refer to a breast?
Well, I can imagine it probably comes from Latin. I'm guessing tit is something in Latin that comes from it.
Titan. Once they were mighty winged beasts. And now
They're
they're
tiny.
small cute animals. If you get the Sultan's consent. Yes, that's important too. Very true.
Oh yeah, I remember this bit.
I couldn't understand what it was saying,
Same. I don't know how we subtitled it, but
but I could hear one. It was pretty high, probably a little kid. Huh? No, it was several.
I'm pretty sure one of the kids you heard happened to be Santa. I wanted to say Satan, but Santa.
Depends, I'm not sure which side he is on. Or on which
True.
of the ships?
Yeah, true.
I hear 5 or 6, maybe more. Where? Where are they coming from? I pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it.
Does that work? I've never tried, but hearing through a wall by pressing your... Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you know that?
You've never tried to listen along.
Not through a wall, no.
No. It works better if you actually do put a cup against the wall or glass.
Okay. It actually has Germanic origins, so this is y'all's fault. I blame Tifa.
I think, for once, the Germans did pretty well on this.
Okay, then I don't blame Tifa, then I'll take credit for it. On behalf of the Germans.
Oh, come on, they're super cute sounding names.
Yeah, that's true. Fair.
Left. It's coming from under the bed? I hauled on the metal frame and flipped the thing over.
Imagine just moving it like a normal person.
There it was. The bed had hidden an air vent under it. The hole in the wall was covered by a metal grate. I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate. I couldn't see shit.
Is it just me or does it look kind of like Donkey Kong in that shot?
This was where those voices were coming from.
It's the face.
It's the
It's
expression. Yeah.
Hold on. Why are there kids here? But then what my inside man told me popped into my head.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
It sounds like
My
Junpei-ish.
ship?
Maybe they asked the same guy to do the voice for that voice as well.
Definitely the same guy.
But it's not Junpei.
Fine, I'm willing to settle on his dad.
Unless time travel turns out to be a thing.
No.
Just you wait.
It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids. I checked out the metal grate. Could I fit? I stuck my fingers in and grabbed it. And then...
It did end up not fitting through there, right?
It kind of stopped at some point.
And nobody heard this.
How do you like that, you son of a bitch? I finally got the damn thing off.
There's nothing Tifa wants less than time travel. Yeah, which is why it's gonna be even more amazing when time travel is gonna be the main plot twist resolving gimmick. Just you wait.
I have a very bad feeling you're gonna be correct, but still,
Just you
I'm
wait.
gonna be on the no side.
No. It's apparently shorthand for titmouse, which is actually a mix of Old English, tit, and Maz, the German name of a bird species of bird. Okay.
Well, then you should know how to pronounce it.
It's an A with like a line over it, just a line. I've seen it before,
Yeah,
but
that's
I don't
not
know how to
really used
pronounce
in
it.
German.
Not anymore, at least. No.
We like umlauts.
You said we. Aww.
I think after 10 years in
Fully
Germany...
assimilated.
11 years in Germany, I think.
Yeah.
10.
11.
11 years. Wow.
We've been together for 11 years and 10 months. I
10
wish I
months.
could see your face right now because I want to see if there's a hint of regret. Because I saw you count.
There is, but it's kind of inconvenient now to split. It's quite hard to find apartments nowadays.
True, prices are going up everywhere. Yeah, it's... Unlock spacebar.
Sweat was dripping down my face. So I wiped it off and crawled inside.
I'm quite sure somewhere here it stopped last time.
Yeah, how did he get out of this?
The first bit or so was tight. I had a wriggle on my belly.
I hate it when I have to do it.
Eventually, and there was space for me to crawl along on my hands and knees.
I don't think back then
No, we didn't
got
get
to the
this one.
parts where he actually crawled through.
I went from crawling like a worm in dirt to skittering like a bug. Couldn't say it was much better, but I'd take what I could get. And when I'd been in the thing long enough to start wondering where it'd take me,
He probably like laid flat on his belly and moved the way Tifa does when we did push-ups back then.
Probably.
Do the worm! Oh, drum roll.
a massive sound nearly scared the piss out of me. It was like a heavy metal door had just been slammed shut.
I'd probably get scared too.
And when he turns around,
Voice.
and when somebody is in the tunnel thing behind him, crawling after him.
Oh, if you hear the tippity tapping of things on metal, oh, I would shit myself.
Yes.
I see Skinner has been reading the text as well.
Thank you very much, and
How are
hi,
you doing, Skinner?
back to you. How are you doing?
Oh.
Oh, fuck, don't tell me he has to listen to somebody get incinerated.
I wonder if you can actually hear that. 18 minutes. They have a whole lot more time than we did.
18 minutes? That's 9 times 2. What? I'm right. Why?
What?
Why 18?
That's what I'm saying. They had a whole lot more time. How long did we have? Like 2 minutes?
Wait. In the original ordinary game, 18 people participated. And
No,
when
18 people were missing.
Yes, 18 people participated, 9
Okay,
in
yeah.
each group. 9 times 2 is 18. We've just established this. And now there's 9 people just in here.
What does that have to do with anything?
Or maybe there's a second group of people somewhere and we're just the 9 in this one place where my chair breaks.
I don't think 7 is the 9th person here.
No, I'm saying...
Otherwise he would have participated in the doors.
I'm
Also, Skinner, say hi to Ashley.
I'm trying to say there is a correlation between the amount of participants and the amount of time for things.
Does it matter that they have 18 minutes though?
Yes.
No,
What
it
happened to
doesn't.
the other 9 minutes?
What?
Yeah, press buttons. It's fine now.
I wasn't sure what it meant, but anything with incinerator is bad news.
I agree.
And almost as if that was a cue, I heard a mess of young-sounding voices.
Clock went forward. That's what happened to it.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
We lost a bit more than just 9 minutes.
Yes. Plus we have a 51 hour.
Unfortunately.
A bunch of them were straight up screaming in terror. And all the sounds together made a howl that made the hair on my neck stand straight up. Damn it! What the hell is going on here? I scrambled through the duct as fast as I could. I made a giant racket, but I didn't care at that point.
That sounded a bit like a cartoon sound
I
from
found a metal door on the left side of the duct. The kids were screaming on the other side. I found it. I yanked the handle and threw the door open. I almost ripped the metal off its hinges.
impressive.
What the hell is this place? I couldn't believe what I saw. The room had a dome on top. There had to be about 9 walls, all the same size. 9
walls, you say?
And the ceiling was an upside-down funnel, almost like a chimney. I looked down. There they were, the kids I've been searching for.
And this is Santa.
This is probably Snake. No, Snake and Santa weren't together.
I don't know, but this is definitely Santa.
That could be Akane from the band.
Possible.
Actually, different hair color, I believe.
Possible. Presuming at like 1:45, jumped on Monster Hunter with Cam and blinked. It was 1 AM, but it wasn't actually 1 AM, it was 2 AM. Because of stupid daylight savings time. I know, right?
The swap sucks. Unless
Yes.
it's in our favor, of course.
You look at the time and suddenly it's an hour late, you're like, how?
Where did it go?
And then you realize, oh god, daylight savings time.
Where did it go? I'm gonna take this off of my work time.
I feel robbed.
I know, right?
They all gawked up at me, suddenly silent, for the moment, from surprise and fear. Scared of the room or me, I couldn't tell. Probably both, actually.
Why do I have a bad feeling that they're gonna make like a human ladder to climb out of there and one of them doesn't make it?
Wasn't it only one girl that died? The rest all showed up again.
Hence why I just said they climb out of there but one doesn't make it.
That could be.
I thought of what you were gonna say.
Running into a mug like this when they're already scared shitless. I snorted in my own dig at myself and turned to the kids.
Why add these details?
Don't
So I
worry,
was sitting
I'm not
there.
your enemy. I'm one of the good guys.
So I'm standing up there in this little alcove duct thing and I'm looking down at the kids about to be grilled to a flaming crisp. And then I quip at myself. And then I realize there's only 18 minutes left, I should help them. Who are you, Deadpool?
Gaming check. Happy Sunday. How you doing?
Hello.
Never gonna give you up.
Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. I would.
Oh wait, that was an ASMR.
Yes.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you.
How you doing?
Stood there, frozen. Well, except one.
Snake.
He was a boy,
Oh, no.
slightly older than the others.
Santa.
School uniform.
Who the hell are you?
He
Wait.
That's Santa.
stared at me suspiciously.
Wait, what?
What eye color does Santa have?
I don't know.
I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you. It looked like they relaxed some the second I got the words out.
Because it could also be Snake.
Help us.
Because he looked a bit older than the other kids. Snake looks a bit older than the other people.
This is not Snake.
It's Santa, it's the white hair. Yeah.
Where's the exit?
There isn't one. The doors we came in through won't open, and the door over there...
I mean, doesn't Santa's voice already give it away?
Is that Santa's voice?
That's Santa's voice.
Oh, you also keep hearing
So
Junpei's.
I think he was considering something before he changed his mind.
Because that's definitely Junpei's voice actor and no one's telling me otherwise. Except for the end title thing.
Except for the credits.
Anyway, there's no point. We can't all get out of here. If we don't get out of here, we're gonna be burned to death.
You do see that there's a person who came in through a duct. You can potentially leave through the duct.
Burned to death.
Can't you hear it? That voice said the incinerator's gonna start up soon. So...
Okay. How much time is left?
The voice spoke again.
Incineration will begin in
30 seconds.
15 minutes.
Only 3 minutes passed.
They only had 15 minutes. I looked back down at the kids. Looks like a good 20 or 30 feet to the floor. No way I could pull them up.
Ah, it's not gonna happen.
For any of us to reach. What the hell was I gonna do? But then I got an idea. Wait right there. I'm gonna be right back.
He's gonna
Get the sheets.
speed crawl backwards, get the sheets, and use them to rope them in, but I swear one of the kids is gonna die in here.
What? Where is he going?
Bye! And then he left.
I don't want to burn. Hi, kids.
Are you
It's
just
messed
gonna
up.
leave us here?
They just got frightened again. I'm not the best at that kind of thing, but I try to reassure them with a smile.
Yes.
I'll be back.
Don't worry, all right? I'll be back, I promise. So just stay calm and wait right there. Got it? I didn't wait to hear them respond. There wasn't time. I had to hurry.
Time to speed
As
wiggle.
fast as I could on his hands and knees. Didn't take me long to get back to my cell. Still no way out of there, but I had a plan. I needed something from the room.
Why do we focus on the toilet here and not
Because this
just on
plan's pretty shitty.
Instead of like having the room shot, you know, we get the toilet shot.
When I got it, I dove back into the hole and took off towards the incinerator.
So now, I guess there is
Oh, I guess they didn't
9
want to
minutes
show.
left.
They didn't want to show what he could grab from the room. That's why they went for the toilet shot.
Yeah.
Now you're like, oh, what did he grab?
Toilet paper.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
It's dirty.
Oh no, it keeps ripping. I can't help you.
You need at least like 5-layer toilet paper.
Yeah,
for it
5
to-
ply. The normal stuff doesn't cut it. It's true.
I tipped out the doorway and dropped down the rope I brought with me.
Sometimes though, like
Here we go.
When you
Toilet
have,
paper lore.
Yeah, toilet paper lore. Like when you have a roll of toilet paper, it sometimes happens that they didn't do the cutting
Yeah.
in between. What do you even call it?
The sheets.
Yeah, in between sheets. So then you have like this long ass piece, and you try to like rip it, but it doesn't rip.
That's sturdy.
That is sturdy as fuck. So if you get toilet paper that is fully like that, you can easily climb up that.
Yes. Clearly. The perforation.
Yes,
Yes,
that.
man.
When that is missing, it is such a bitch to rip your toilet paper. Like you first need to be able to get a little cut in and then you can rip it apart. But if you just climb up
Grab a pair of
carefully.
scissors.
Yeah, I always have scissors next to my toilet for these situations.
We do actually in the nail set.
Yeah, which is where? Not in the bathroom.
Back in the cell,
It's
I
in the
tore the
bathroom.
bed sheets into strips and
Yeah,
tied
that's
them
fine.
together to make a rope. It was sloppy, but it got the job done.
Also, look at how long that thing is.
That's very long. That's shockingly long.
It's a long sheet.
Took a lot of time, I bet.
Also, there's 4 kids in here, right?
Yeah.
In total. We didn't see anyone else in the
No.
shot.
All right, just tie that around yourself, okay? I'll pull you up one at a time.
Right.
Wait a sec.
What was the solution when we were in here? Just go through the door.
Yeah, we just left.
Yeah, okay.
Well, there was a whole thing. We left and then Ace got crisped.
I mean, yeah, but we could
the other
get
ending.
through.
Something was off. There were more of you before. Where'd the rest of you go? The boy in the uniform answered.
I let them go on ahead. We opened the number 9 door and they left.
Okay.
What? You're telling me you opened that door?
That's what I said.
And what the hell are you doing here?
We couldn't go with them.
Oh, okay.
Why not?
Alright.
Look, the only people who can go through the numbered door.
He was in the middle of explaining when...
You're all really bad at keeping it short and concise.
9 minutes left.
Incineration will begin in 5 minutes.
No, it had to have been 9 minutes by the time he got back, because 18 minutes when he heard it, 15 when he got there, so it takes him 3 minutes to go, so 12 when he's back. Tie the stuff together at the earliest. Without tying it together, he would be there at 9 minutes. This
Well-
timeline checks out.
No, it doesn't, because he was still talking there for a bit, reassuring them, which took like at least a whole minute.
Yeah, but
maybe
now
two.
now
so
he
it couldn't
crawled
have
at
been
double
9.
speed. Not just crawl, but like
Yeah, but
super
then
fast.
still your timeline is at least off with a minute.
Don't care, didn't ask.
The wall shook a bit from the voice bouncing around.
Look, that can wait, all right? Just get us out of here.
I agree.
Right! I grabbed onto the rope. First one I pulled up was a girl with a ponytail. Next was a girl with a red necktie. A boy in a jacket came after. He said he'd climb up on his own. The boy in the uniform was the last up. Like the other kid, he climbed up the rope himself.
Alright.
Pretty scrawny, but I guess he was stronger than he looked. He moved fast, but when he was almost to me, we heard some knocking. Everyone looked at the door. It had a thick, square window set into it. On the other side, an angry face was staring in.
Ace.
God damn it! What's going on here?
The ninth man.
That's Ace.
I think that's the 9th. Is that Ace's hair?
I think that's Ace. Who else
Yeah.
would be angry?
Fair. Looks a bit too muscular.
Yeah, and it's getting creepy. How about you press a button?
Why is the room empty? Where the hell are those fucking kids?
That's Ace's voice actor too.
Yeah.
Tifa, do you have prosopagnosia? Thank you.
And a man stepped
Thank
in.
you.
I couldn't see the hair.
I recognized his face. I saw him many times in photos during my investigation. The man's name was Gintaro Hongo, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
So he was just gonna wait outside there, watch these kids burn.
Yes, like the sick fuck he is. Gentaro Hongo is trying to put the pro back in prosopagnosia.
Hongo saw the boy hanging from the rope. Yeah! It was like he was an animal. He lunged for the rope. Hurry!
Pull it up?
I know!
The boy in the uniform booked it up the rope. You son of a bitch! Get back here, you little shit!
I want to see those kids burn!
15 feet. 10. The second I could reach the kid, I grabbed him. I hauled him up and tossed him into the duct behind me.
Yeet.
No! Hongo had lost it. His face didn't even look human. It was like the bastard pulled off his fake face. He was really a terrifying devil or some kind of damn monster.
I
He reeled in the rope, leaving a furious Hongo yelling at me from the floor.
guess he fears that the entire experiment was for nothing now.
I mean, probably yes. And you have an outsider in your show.
Not defending what's happening here, I'm just trying to make sense of it all.
You fucking bastard! compromise this experiment!
Makes sense.
What experiment?
30 seconds.
Incineration will begin in 1.
Hey!
Off by double.
What the hell are you doing? Hurry up!
The boy in the uniform was trying to get my attention. I may have thrown a salute in the raging asshole's face before I closed the door behind me.
What?
Going back to the cell, so we went down the other direction instead.
So he went full action movie character, like, see you later!
Oh, he kinda is.
Hasta la vista, baby.
On the left.
Juicy!
Düsseldorf. Oh my god.
This one was heading down.
Toodaloo kangaroo!
But he nodded and took turns sliding down it.
Probably a one fan. So he slowly backed out of it, like,
Like when the door closes.
yeah.
Like you gotta have some satisfaction, right?
There's an incinerator. I would be so worried about it not being properly closed behind me and like heat and flames and stuff coming into the duct with me.
Gonna have a warm butt.
I guess.
The duct emptied us out into a narrow hallway.
Do you guys smell bacon?
There was a door on either side. The one on the left was a normal double door. But the one on the right was familiar.
I like how people remember this like 9 years ago and he knows what door was on what side.
Yeah. The color of the door reminded me of the sky that one fateful evening when my ex-girlfriend left me.
And the knob, it had this one scratch. Which also reminds me of the time my ex-girlfriend threw a fit.
There has to be some reason why I can remember all these things. Then again, let's...
I mean, he has a very good memory.
Actually, like, we're giving him crap for this, but let's be real here. This is actually an amazing ability to have for a detective.
I mean, yes it is, but I just think it's amazing.
Like, he sees something once and then he can just recall it in such minute detail whenever he wants.
Like, you know when you go shopping in the city and you have the same stores for years. Years! And you even go there, you often walk past it, maybe you've bought something there before.
It's your neighborhood.
And then one day, that store is gone. Like you walk through the street, you see this one empty store in between the other stores and you're like, what was
Which
there?
one was this?
Which store was there?
Yeah.
And you just can't remember. You
It
may have
happens a
been
lot
there.
to us.
You've seen it for 10 years. I mean, it happens quite a lot. Way too often. And then maybe like weeks later you're like, oh yeah.
That never happens to me. I don't recall ever.
It had black and yellow stripes and a device next to it on the wall.
Let's talk more about the black and yellow. Was it bees?
Laid on it read, incinerator. Incinerator?
Oh my god, that's what you just escaped. Please, Seven.
That's where we were.
It was the girl with the red tie who answered me. We were inside an incinerator?
Yeah, Hongo might still be there. It looks like it's been shut off, though.
What part of the incineration is going to begin in 18, 15, 12, 9, 1 minute?
He can probably control it.
Wait, what? He's still in there.
Yeah, but fuck Hongo.
That's not good.
That meant we better. We gotta get out of here. Go to the other door, hurry!
But he opened the door
Kids started
himself.
running, and I was close on their heels.
I'm pretty sure he can
Inside of the
turn
door
off.
was a large spiral staircase. Run! Didn't need to tell them to.
Shouldn't...
Up and up.
I was gonna say, shouldn't he go with him?
Feet pounding the steps. Our arms pumping fast. Round and round and round. The devil was on our tail.
Deeper and deeper. Deeper and
Stairway
deeper.
kept going. We passed a couple of landings when the boy in the uniform suddenly spoke.
Okay, the kid in the middle is Snake.
That seems like so obvious.
Yes.
You're pointing it out like...
Yes. Question is, the girl he rescued, is she also one of the people who's here now?
That could be. It kind of seemed like Akane voice-wise as well.
I have a hard time telling. It can't be Clover, because if this is Snake,
No,
Clover
Clover
was
was
in
separated.
the other building.
But if it was Akane, we probably would have had a conversation about that already.
Something's up. Akane's not catching
Never
up
mind.
to us.
There you go.
Problem solved.
Akane?
Question answered.
My kid sister. The girl with the red necktie.
They are sisters.
They're siblings.
Siblings.
Wait. Who is this Akane that...
She's the one that died, right?
Yes. But the question is it our Kani?
Akane. That's strange. I didn't remember seeing that name on the list of missing kids.
Yeah.
Hey! Akane!
Well, 2 were not reported, so she's one.
And this makes even less sense. The kids who were kidnapped in groups were split up.
Yes.
Then why are they in the same place?
Maybe there's more people.
Why do I have a sick feeling that they are also related to Ace somehow, like they're his kids? Going with a trope of a mad scientist being so mad, like so crazy, that he is willing to use his own kids in his research?
I somehow doubt that, but you are right. They technically should be separated.
Yes, they should be split up.
But it's about who's like a receiver and who's a sender. Maybe both of them are receivers. And they're connected to other people.
He kept his hands over
I
his
guess.
mouth and yelled.
Nobody answered him.
Maybe we outran her.
You didn't say that line, right?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
Wearing the uniform skidded to a stop. I stopped too. So did the other 2 kids. When did we do that?
Wait. He pulled out 4 kids. Now there's a 5th one suddenly. What? Something doesn't make sense
He
here.
said he stopped.
No.
Santa stopped and so did the other 2 kids.
No. When Seven first snuck into the incinerator, there were a bunch of kids. When he was helping them out of there were 4. He asked them, where's the rest? They went through the door.
Yes.
And now he just described 4 children and Akane missing, so that's 5.
No, he said he's still at 4. Santa stops. He stopped, and so did the other 2 kids.
Let's carry on. Maybe this will become clear at some
Like
point.
now we're 4 people in total who stopped. 3
Carry on.
kids.
We passed a couple big rooms on the way here. Maybe she took a rest in one of them?
Like super random.
That's a Tifa move. We're running away
That is
for
so
our
not
lives.
true.
Oh, I feel like taking a nap. Let me just go in there.
I totally wouldn't.
No, that's impossible.
Sorry, Grandpa. You keep going. I gotta go look for her downstairs.
He turned to go. Hey kid, wait! God damn it, I said wait! I don't think the kid even heard me. Fuck. I spun around to the boy in the jacket and the girl with the ponytail. I'm going after him. You 2 keep going, all right?
See?
Got it? The girl nodded and ran up the stairs. Boy,
I'm going with you.
I didn't have
We
to
can't
argue.
all be heroes,
Nodded
please.
and took off down the stairs. I could hear him following me. We ran all the way to the bottom floor, calling for her. Akane was nowhere to be found.
God damn it, where the hell did she go?
I could tell the kid was frustrated. Suddenly,
Thanks, Sam.
She back in the incinerator.
I'm guessing Ace got her somehow.
we heard a girl's voice.
Akane!
The boy in the uniform threw open the door and leapt into the hallway by the incinerator.
This seems like a good time to take a short break.
Wow. BRB.
POV. We're back.
We are, and welcome back, Bedinses. Been
What
here
he
for a
said.
few weeks. Welcome back. How have you been? Happy Sunday. Happy summertime, I would imagine. I think
Sweden.
you were from Sweden, or you are in Sweden, and I think all of you have changed their clocks today.
I'm quite sure we're at the same summertime thing.
I think so too.
Regardless, happy Sunday. How are you doing? Nice to see you again.
Yes.
We're getting somewhere in the story.
Press a button.
We rushed
I
in.
am.
Couldn't tell.
I couldn't for the life of me believe what we were seeing.
We got summertime yesterday. We only got it today, no?
Yeah, tonight.
Or
From 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. Or 1:59 a.m. to 3 a.m. Yeah. Lousy farmers an hour for my weekend. No! They should give it back. Or alternatively, I will settle for like a crate of corn or something.
ooh, fresh corn. That's a good guy.
You guys are processing slowly, it's making me ill.
I feel like
Well-
we're going quite fast.
Maybe Cradle
Cradle.
Pharmaceutical has something for that.
That's actually a good one.
I feel like, based on the previous experiences with the substance, if you use Soporil, you might fall asleep and then wake up when we are probably 2 screens further than this. Based on
Well, I feel like
what's
today
happened so far.
we made progress.
You did press a button once, so we did, yes.
Truth be told, I thought you guys would have finished the game by now.
That's not gonna happen. No, we're slow.
We're at
As is
the
evident
end.
right now.
That bastard Hongo had Akane by the arm and was forcing her into the incinerator.
What a douche.
What more do you need to establish that this guy is beyond salvation?
Yeah, he kind of deserved to get that incinerator ending himself.
Yeah, it feels a lot like poetic justice now. Can we go back to that ending? And just stay there?
Like, you really have to be some sort of evil here.
Actually, no, in that one Akane died too. In that ending, Akane died too.
Well,
She died in all of
she's
them.
gonna die in all of them because
Looks like it.
apparently she is dead. So question is more, how is she alive for this?
Oh, wait, okay.
Here it comes.
Akane is Alice reborn. And it will make sense
Reincarnation.
somehow. I have nothing to back that up, and I have nothing to tie that into the existing story so far, but I'm just throwing that up there.
We'll get there.
I don't want to! Let me go, please! Let go of me!
She planted her feet squarely on the floor and was struggling to get away. But Hongo was bigger and stronger.
Yeah, I think you can just lift her up and drag her.
Akane!
My brother roared with anger and charged toward Hongo.
Help me!
It even says Kani here.
Oh shit, you're right!
I think it only just changed though. Or did it say
Yeah.
Kani before and we didn't know
No,
this?
that just happened, right? Before it was Akane. This is our Akane. Okay.
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Hongo lifted Akane bodily into the air and threw her, still fighting him, into the incinerator.
Holy shit.
He went full Bane on Batman.
Before we could even blink, Hongo had leapt through the door after her.
He went full Donkey Kong.
We saw him land inside.
Why did he go after her? To go through the other door again?
Yeah.
Door slammed shut.
I mean, he knows how to get out there. I'm pretty sure his people can open the other door for him and keep her in there.
We ran to the door. We did everything we could think of to get the thing open.
Oh, Snake came along.
Yeah.
But
Fuck! It's no use! The goddamn thing won't move an inch!
Hongo is such a good, hateable villain. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
he was close to shattering his knuckles with how hard he pounded on it.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
You know, sometimes you hear like, oh, there's a special type of hell reserved for people like this. That's this dude.
Yes.
That is for this dude. Oh, she's actually still in
His
there.
voice was muffled, but all of us could hear the sheer terror in it.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Wait, you came back. She watched us, no? She must have heard that we were there.
I don't think she saw them already.
Oh yeah, maybe it's a we saw them do this, but she... Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Like the, oh,
Yeah.
please help me is more like a general cry for help.
Yeah.
Where's Hongo?
It went out the other door!
Yeah. Makes sense.
What?
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 15 minutes.
Oh, he reset it.
Very reset it, yeah.
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat.
Oh, and don't tell me now they were standing there for 18 minutes trying to find a way in and had to listen to all of this.
Well, what else would you have done?
Oh.
Like, it's a doomed if you do, doomed if you don't kind of situation.
Run back up there, try to find the way back in, assuming that the staircase leads to the other floors and not just to one particular room.
Yeah, but how would he find his way back in? He can't go try to find his room again because that door is closed. So
Yeah.
even if he did, he wouldn't be able to enter again through where he was.
This is fucked up.
Yes, it is. And I also don't really see what they achieve here, because now she's alone in the incinerator and there is no possible way to actually get out.
Yes. Hongo just wants to have a barbecue.
Apparently, yeah.
Seven is such a likable guy. Yes, he is. Most of
He
these
is.
characters are pretty likable. Unlike Ace.
Depends on the storyline.
Yes. Depends on where you are in the game.
Incineration command has been acknowledged.
Okay, we're skipping time.
You fucking kidding me? It's the same damn thing.
Yeah, we're here. Just hang on, all right? We're gonna figure out a way to save you.
Come on, stop saying student, we now know it's Santa.
Joke to her if she'd been able to see how white and bloodless his face was right then.
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
This has to be such a long time.
Are we going through this in real time?
I doubt that.
It's gonna be all right. I'll figure something out. I promise. I promise, okay? You hear me? I promise.
It was torture listening to her sobbing on the other side of the door.
Did you just cut that short?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you
Brother was
did.
nearly crying himself. He could only stand there, fists clenched so tight his knuckles were white.
There's only one letter.
Shame her.
Oh.
And then?
What happened then?
Come on, man. Put yourself in my shoes. It doesn't end good. You think I want to remember that?
Wow.
So she does actually burn
No.
alive.
But still.
Then
Yeah. Shit. If I'd known it was gonna be like this, I almost wish I hadn't remembered.
hey, are you sure?
Huh?
Look, I don't want to ask this either, but there's something I don't get.
Alright.
So if you could just tell me, did that girl, Akane, really...
Yeah, I'm sure. There wasn't anything we could do. After a while, the countdown ended, and we heard something burning. The fire stopped, but we still didn't move. Me and the jacket kid were frozen. The boy in the uniform collapsed as if he couldn't hold himself up anymore.
Understandable.
A few minutes passed. The door opened. The boy in the uniform tripped over his own feet running in.
You know what I
Okay,
just
so
realized?
Akane probably lived.
You know what I just realized?
What?
If our Akane is somehow a ghost or a reincarnation, something, some variation of that makes this possible. You remember that she keeps getting a fever? Wasn't there even a line that was like, oh, she's really hot, it's like she's burning up?
Okay, so I somehow do think she is actually alive. Managed to be pulled out, or she was pulled out of here. That could just be some kind of trauma.
Ace just took her.
Well, they were still talking to her, but it could be.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. If you can build all of this, you can record her voices and just play them over a loudspeaker to make them think she's still in there.
I mean, yes,
That's
that is
not unheard of.
possible. But I don't think we're going past the ghost part. So I would think she somehow managed to survive this. had her own memory? Had her own memory loss? Or suppressed this? Or they did something to her to make her forget
would
this?
sooner think suppressed because of all of this shit, but yes. Possible.
Well, what's
It
going
was
on?
torture listening to her sobbing on the other side of the door. Then for a moment I figured it out. I put my fingers in my ears. That is horrible.
Yes, it is. This is some really fucked up stuff.
Yeah.
We followed, too numb to speak. The air in the incinerator was hot.
What do you even do with an incinerator this big?
You torture and kill people like they did. There's no other need for a room like this. Zero.
Sorry for the dark humor, it's all good.
Can't blame you, the situation invites it.
Yeah.
We say similar things all the time.
Dark humor is perfectly fine here.
Every breath made my lungs feel like they were on fire. It was like standing on hot asphalt. The air was wavering and in the middle of the room,
A pile of ash.
there it lay. The kid's legs were shaking so bad, I don't know how he managed to walk. I couldn't see his face, but
I would think an
his body
incinerator
looked empty.
this big
Yes.
wouldn't leave a body behind.
No, but a pile of ash.
Finally, he reached it. He fell to his knees as his legs gave out on him. And then,
It's a pile of
Okay.
ash.
That makes more sense. I thought they saw like a burned up body or something.
Yeah. It's absolutely wild that in this timeline, Santa has kidnapped Akane. Or there's a reason for all of this. And this also connects why her bracelet has been tampered with, as in put on the wrong way around.
Yes, but I still have a hard time
I need
connecting
answers.
this bit.
I need more answers.
Even time travel doesn't make sense here.
Just wait, it will happen.
what's that?
The girl, Akane. What was her last name?
I'm proud of Junpei for having the courage to ask this.
What does it matter to you?
Just tell me, okay? Please?
Kurashiki.
That's our Akane, right?
Her name was Akane Kurashiki.
Yeah.
You were there that day, weren't you?
Who? What?
We can't be there. Should let you both know you both have so many insane theories that I stopped keeping track of who guesses things correctly. Well, if it's going to be time travel, I can tell you Jack was the correct
It's
one.
absolutely fine to just tell me at the end that I was correct with everything. I'll take it.
But time travel in this bit doesn't make sense.
Time travel is gonna be in this. At the very least, information traveling through time.
But her body is here. It's a physical human being.
And?
I mean, and.
Just wait.
I'm pressing enter.
The tall kid in the jacket. That was you, wasn't it?
The tall kid in the jacket. You mean Snake?
Yes, it was.
Oh, I thought he was talking to Junpei.
Oh, you can't do that. You can't just do. Oh, you've been there after Junpei just said something. Come on.
I was like, wait.
We.
That would have been quite a big plot twist.
Don't misunderstand me. I told you before how Zero threatened me. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't say anything about what happened 9 years ago.
So you're saying you're not working for Zero, right?
Of course not.
Clover, what about you?
Hey, come on! You really think I'm working with Zero?
Didn't say no.
Before, you idiot! I was in Nevada, in Building Q.
That doesn't mean you can't be working with Zero.
I did hear that a detective rescued the kids on the boat, but I didn't know it was you.
Well, I guess I believe you.
You didn't say she isn't?
All right, let me ask you another question. Santa's real name is Aoi Kurashiki.
Well, I guess it's a bit of a coincidence to be here all again.
Wasn't Ari the kid that died?
No, that's Akane.
Okay. I mean, yes, we kind of established that, but wasn't there something with that kid as well?
Wasn't that the kid, Lotus's kid? No, that can't be.
Yeah.
Lotus would have recognized. No, wait, that was Lotus, the kid of
Yes.
Lotus's kid.
Yes.
But that doesn't make. I'm pressing enter.
He's
That doesn't make
Akane's
sense.
brother.
She did say Ari and
It was
mentioned
mentioned
along
along.
with Lotus
Oh,
kids.
okay.
Ah,
That's why I have Lotus in my mind. Okay.
No,
thank you.
no, I didn't. Did you?
Otherwise, I would have spit more crazy theories. Lotus had 2 daughters, or has 2 daughters.
Oh, okay.
Aoi
That I didn't
Kurashiki
remember.
was her brother. But I didn't know he was Santa. At least not from the beginning.
So he knew.
9 years ago, he was in the middle of puberty. His voice is entirely different now.
Thank you, Snake, for making it feel a bit less painful for me for not realizing immediately.
I'm ashamed to say that even my exceptional hearing wasn't able to make that connection.
I love it when somebody always finds a way to, like, make themselves greater even when they apologize like this.
Yeah, but you know that as a viewer, you would in this point go like, oh, Snake with his exceptional hearing, why couldn't he hear it was Santa?
Because
You
he's
know
just a human
someone.
too.
You know someone would have made that connection already.
Oh,
That's why they put it in now.
The kind of person that also leaves YouTube comments. Oh, I hated it. I didn't have any fun. Stop watching it. Snake is so pompous. I love him so much. That's what I mean. That is what I mean.
As such, I had no reason to think Santa was Aoi.
I kind of want what he's wearing.
When did you figure it out?
It looks comfy.
It looks comfy as fuck.
Clover told me that Santa might have been one of the subjects of the initial experiment. It was only a short while ago, while we were leaving the library. When she told me that, I had a feeling.
Epiphany?
Is Aoi? Akane Kurashiki, June's brother? There's still a lot we don't know. I mean, like a lot.
Fair.
There is one thing I think we can say we know.
What's that?
The body we found in the shower room. It had to be Nijisaki, dressed up to look like Snake.
What?
And who did that?
Come on, man, what kind of detective are you? You didn't figure that out already?
I mean, we did. Like, a while ago. But how did he get there? A good cultist snuggie. I would wear that.
I would wear it, as long as it's nice and comfy.
Oh my god, Tifa. I finally found the perfect cosplay for me.
What? Santa?
I'll do Snake cosplay. I get to keep my eyes closed all day. I get to talk like I'm full of
quite hard,
myself,
though.
which is perfectly me. And I get to wear comfy cultist snuggie. That's really cool.
That's easy, no?
I need to steal that idea.
Quite sure you can find a snuggie like that.
Yeah.
Hey, go easy on me, man. I just got my memory back, all right? Cut me some slack.
So, why is...
Well, if he is, the
Junpei
3
saying-
murders make sense then, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah,
Fair.
That's right. Murder.
A little.
Kubota blew himself up, but that was murder too. So why did these murders take place?
If Junpei is correct, and the body in the shower room was Nijisaki's, that means all of the people who were murdered were involved with the creation of the Nonary project.
Except for Ace. Yet.
Yet, yes.
Kubota, the person who conducted the actual experiments. Nijisaki, Hongo's assistant. Musashido, the man who financed the project.
But why?
You mean this was all just revenge?
Ranger,
This makes sense.
congratulations on being second.
Nice. How's work?
Santa is Zero. He's getting revenge for the death of his sister.
Who is Akane then? Who is this Akane? Are they gonna go with a Metal Gear Solid? Like, there is a person who can impersonate others to the point where they basically become that person?
Well, I also understand
Spoilers.
that he wants revenge for his sister's death. I mean, that makes
fully
sense.
understandable.
But why involve everyone else? Why are we all in this setting again?
Yeah, that's what I also don't get.
Like,
I mean, it
makes
makes
you want
for a
to kill
really
them
cool
all.
story,
I
but
mean,
still.
that yes, but why would you bring back people who've already been in that hell and go through this again? If Santa is also the one who organized this whole thing.
You would think the only people participating in it were people who like failed him or wronged him in some kind of way.
Well, the question, we still don't know if Santa actually did set this up and he just thought it was a good opportunity.
Maybe he does. Maybe the one thing we all have in common is that he blames us.
Why would he blame us?
Because
And Junpei doesn't have a connection yet.
that
we don't know his connection yet.
He blames us because Ace set this whole thing up. The other 3 that got murdered were part of it too.
I mean, those 4 I get, yes.
And the rest of us, I guess, were somehow connected to the other people there or were actual participants. Like in the case of Snake, he was in the room with him, but he didn't protect Akane either.
I wanna doubt that.
Oh, if only Snake would have paid more attention, he would have noticed immediately that my sister wasn't there and then we could have saved her, so now I hate him.
No, I really don't think he's going that way.
I don't think so either, but I'm just saying that is a possible link. Like that would be a motivation to do this to the people who are also themselves victims of a first Nonary game. To Gami's return. If Byakuya shows up, I will scream. Happily, but I will scream.
He's the one that set it all up.
That's why he killed them.
No, I don't think Santa actually murdered anyone.
Yes.
If I'm right, then it's not hard to figure out who the next victim's gonna be, is it? I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you. Yes.
Yep.
Right.
The next target will be Gentaro Hongo.
It will be Lotus.
The person who planned the Nonary project.
In other words, Ace.
What?
I feel like the time's been up for a long while.
What the hell's going
Nah,
on?
this was all like 5 minutes.
It must be 6 a.m. Our time is up.
Oh, we actually spent an hour here.
Yeah.
What did we have left? 50 minutes?
Something like that. Nice going, 7.
Wow, you took too long. You know, you should have just let me speed click through this. We would have easily made it.
Imagine though if there was another fork in the road in the story and if like us you just take your time. You get a bad ending. Like there's a timer while you play the game. That would be crazy. I would never get to the ending.
You would hate it.
Yeah.
Remember the timer in the Zelda game?
Yeah.
Where they actually did put in a timer?
Yeah, I hate that. I would hack the game. Zero comes over the loudspeaker. Yeah, time was over an hour ago. I was just waiting for a good time to cut it.
You guys kept on talking.
You know, guys, I didn't want to be mean and cut you off. It was just getting interesting. Yeah.
Blip, blip, blip.
Come on, we need to get out of here.
How?
Well, we have the Venus key, huh?
Yeah.
I'm betting this sucker opens the exit.
I have a strong feeling we're in Nevada now in that room. We're not on the ship. New material has been added to the file screen. Keycard? No. Keycard with a 0 in the middle of it. 0. 0.
Oh, we have time. We have time, guys. I can tell from the rumbling it's not gonna happen immediately.
Yeah, it's fine. God damn it, Zero's just screwing with us, isn't he? Makes sense. Nope. Yes. You ever tried to butt into a conversation but can't find a good time to do it? Yeah, anyways, the ship's sinking. Good luck! And then do that thing again.
Toodaloo,
What?
kangaroo.
Let's just wrap this card. Locked.
Junpei, look! It's unlocked!
Yeah! Now we can go back to the library. Oh god. Hurry up, Junpei, we don't have time. Let's go.
I mean, yeah.
Alright. Let's go. That's what Snake said. And then back to back to back to back escape rooms. Now the library is locked.
Quite sure we can walk straight through, but that would suck.
I think the shaking stopped.
Wait! Wait!
What? What?
Alice is Akane.
You already said that earlier.
In the room where we just learned that Akane supposedly got burned to ashes in the past,
Yes.
we found the coffin,
Yes.
which was empty.
Yes. But we found the coffin twice.
No, this one actually said...
Oh, true. This one
All
actually
eyes.
had a name tag on it. Yes.
So if the priestess does show up, it's Akane.
As in, like, reincarnated? Or
Yes.
what?
Alice, All Eyes, the priestess, is posing as Akane for some reason.
Oh, you think like some sort of body
In the
transformation.
In the moment, as a kid, Akane was in the incinerator. In that moment, danger triggered such an epiphany that she put
Alice
all of
possessed
herself.
her body.
She put all of herself, her spirit, into the morphogenetic field, and her receiver turned out to be Alice.
That's pretty wild, but you know, also enjoy your burritos, Ranger. It
Please
could
do.
absolutely be at this point, I suppose.
Let's
I
not
mean,
go into the fact that Akane apparently, as
I have no other explanation at this
a
point.
young tween, late teenager, I don't know, looks like a 1,000-year-old plus Egyptian priestess.
She did have a couple of wrinkles.
Akane was in so much danger that she summoned her persona, All Eyes. Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's how that happens.
Well, we also have morphogenetic field, so it can't get any worse.
Seven is a really big fan of libraries. Who isn't, though?
Libraries are beautiful. Except this one.
Huh?
Not this one.
I think the shaking stopped. Akane, die for me. 999 is Persona 6
We are
confirmed?
yet to be out of danger.
No, this is Persona 999.
Is that why Akane knew so much about Alice and her history? Because
Yes.
she is Alice.
Yes. Exactly. Would make sense.
Let's find out.
Let's hurry.
This exit needs the Uranus card too.
Do you need the Uranus card?
Hey, they're smart. Every single voice actor in this game doesn't say Uranus, they say Uranus.
It's true.
Hey, Junpei.
Which is way harder to make
Yeah,
fun of.
I know.
Swipe.
All right, it's open. Let's go.
Run.
Okay, Neptune Key, let's see if you work. Yes! I think it unlocked.
Alright.
It says incinerator.
Hey, look,
Oh,
we're back.
So this is the incinerator.
This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah,
Oh wait,
I think so.
have we been there in the storyline yet? No. Okay.
Then there ought to be a lever near the door.
Yeah, right here.
Pull that and the door should open.
Got it.
Sure, next you're going to tell me that Seven is actually a detective. Shaking my head. I have news for you.
Well, he's not that good currently.
This
Just
Persona
saying.
9 and popularity of the series must have really dropped off since it's a budget title. They tried something else.
What the
Oh?
hell is going on?
Oh, okay.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Jumpy, you came to get me.
Alice.
Of
Sup?
course I did. I made a promise.
I'm so glad you're here. So glad.
Hey, what happened to you?
I'm fine.
This kinda seems like, oh, she's gonna die again here.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of vibe.
Yeah,
as in
and
the
it's
previous
this room.
episodes.
There is a connection here.
So she's gonna burn to death again. Probably.
I have no idea.
I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good. I'm feeling a lot better now, though.
Because you're here.
Are you sure?
Yes. I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be fine. You shouldn't worry about me.
Santa.
See? I need to rest a little bit longer. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Classic trope things a already dead character tells somebody else in
This
anime.
is what all the mummies I've met have ever said to me.
I told you that in private. Spoilers.
Hey, where is it? Where's the gun? You hide it somewhere?
It looks like he's holding his stomach. I'm guessing either
A sucker punched him.
he got punched, he got overpowered and shot, or he also remembers what happened in this room.
No, there's no blood.
True.
A
Good
sucker
point.
punched him.
I don't have it. I got sucker punched.
Did they even use sucker punched? Heck yeah.
I love this game.
What? Who took it?
What? Isn't that obvious?
Lotus.
I took the gun.
Oh my god.
That would have been a nice plot twist. And now we're back here.
Hey, we're going back to
Full
this part of the game.
circle. We found out that Ace had a medication that could cause him to vomit and drank it in order to get rid of the bomb. I think we already discussed that that wouldn't work.
Exactly, that is at the beginning of a game where I believe Zero tells them there's no point in trying to make yourself regurgitate, as in puke them out, because I put them in you so long ago that by now it's in your intestines.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to puke it out.
Yeah,
Would have been a good try though.
yes.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe I ought to say Gentaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. You have me at a disadvantage, and I don't like that.
Do you really want to aggravate the crazy person with a gun even more? I mean, I fully understand for wanting to do this, but...
I find this situation already a bit weird. Like, why? I understand the whole overpowering and he took the gun, but what's next? Why is he standing here like this in this room? Why is he not
Because
moving on?
he's Ace, and we probably just happened upon them moments after this happened.
Like, wouldn't at this point, when as Ace, wouldn't you just shoot them, take their bracelets, and move on yourself?
Maybe he can't for some reason. Ace, you fool! That medication wasn't vomit juice, it was stomach aching juice! Now your suffering is for nothing, you fool. Yeah, makes sense.
I hope he does get a stomach ache.
Sounds like a thing Big Pharma would do.
Yeah.
You know me, but I don't know you.
Of course you don't, you have prosopagnosia.
Okay, so he's not the one who put us in here at least. Otherwise he would
Do
know.
you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain?
No, and I don't care.
He's such an ass.
The pain of prosopagnosia, right?
Another irritating insect.
Wait, when did we establish that Ace is suffering this in this timeline?
2 streams ago. Where we talked about how he couldn't recognize faces. We've had a whole discussion about that.
In the other ending.
No, that wasn't this ending.
Yes, it was.
We have totally discussed this in this ending already.
Nope.
Yes, we have. Last week, I think it was. I don't think it was on Friday. Was it on Friday?
It was. Wait, it was part of a puzzle, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was part of it. We discussed it in this timeline. You can trust me on that one.
Damn, you're right.
Why would you even make something like this? Because we can.
Yeah. This time it was in the background information. It was a part of the reason he did the experiments.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we did
Yeah.
discuss it.
And how do you know that?
Okay.
Because we went through it.
Good question.
No matter. If you don't want to answer, it makes no difference to me. This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go. First is 1. Give me your hand. 8. And with this,
It can't open.
9.
Dun, dun,
The
dun.
ninth man. Kubota's bracelet.
I believe I've won this game.
Now we established what he had it the entire time.
I must thank Zero, I suppose.
Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Zero is. What the hell are you planning, Santa?
At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending.
No, this is the secret true ending. I want answers. And preferably a happy end.
You're not gonna get any, because now we all burn to death. and get reincarnated as the new main characters in the second game, and then you have to play through all of that to get the true ending.
All 20 variations.
Final moments.
You're gonna get no peace.
Goodbye. Wait! What? Why isn't it opening?
He doesn't know that that's the 6 bracelet and not the 9. Because June has the 9 bracelet.
Yeah.
One more time.
Yeah.
Now open!
Ace is surprisingly physically strong.
I mean, he's also quite
No!
muscular and bigger than Lotus.
Why?
Yeah, but still. It takes a lot of strength to drag a person, when they're struggling especially, by their wrist like
And
that.
she's on high heels.
He's also dragging her upstairs.
No, she's falling on the stairs. See? Her,
He's a big fucking guy. Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
like her feet are still even before, he's just
Yeah.
dragging her along.
Don't forget when you die in the second game's true ending and have to play through the first game to get the real answers.
Then you think you're almost there, you're this close, and then nope, we have 69 more endings in game 3. One of them is gonna give you the answers.
Lotus is a computer programmer. That means nothing with in case of her physical strength or Ace's ability to carry. It's pretty much bigger than everyone except 7.
Yeah.
True, yeah, fair.
I mean, this one seems very easy, especially since she's gonna have a harder time staying on balance there.
I guess he spent all of his CEO money on getting swole.
That digital route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
No, little Acey Wacy can't do the maths.
How about we sit down and we talk about the how again?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just gonna knock him the fuck out from the back.
tackle.
Ugh.
Hit him in the back of the head.
I kinda, no matter how bad it is, I kinda hope Ace gets his ending in the incinerator again.
Yes.
Like, I wouldn't really wish that on anyone, but...
I am not a fan of violence, but if that were to happen to Ace, I guess karmic justice?
Basically.
Oh, that was close. Too close. Thank you, Seven.
Don't mention it.
Grab the gun. Yeah, like Bedinza says, take the gun, take the gun, take the gun, take the gun. Hit the person with the gun in the back of the head as hard as you can, and when they're incapacitated,
Well, we
take
want
the
some
weapon
answers.
away from them.
We want some answers.
Screw answers. You can ask questions when you hold them at gunpoint.
Yeah, but not if you knock him out.
Who cares? When you get
You were
full-
like, oh, knock him out.
Yeah, all you need is his bracelet. You can ask him questions when he wakes up again. I'm not saying kill him.
Ain't enough of this piece of shit.
Very
I
true.
agree.
Kick him in the face.
After what he did 9 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces.
Not yet, please.
But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good.
That's what we're saying.
Once he's locked up in a cell, we're gonna have a little chat. 9 years ago? Then you must be... Yeah, you finally figured it out, dumbass. Oh.
Oh yeah, you couldn't recognize
Yeah.
his face, of course.
He just saw a guy in a yellow suit.
Yeah.
After the third game, I actually have to read the manga to get and the manga ends with a QR code for a
hidden
web
movie.
anime. Then you have to watch that. And then they tell you, okay, play through the game, and from every cutscene, like record your gameplay. And like the 9th frame of every cutscene, if you cut them together and you play them, that's the answers. Actually sounds kind of cool.
Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Wait, Nijisaki?
Oh, he doesn't know Snake is here.
You don't know yet. All right, we'll just go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kubota. You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go into door 5 alone. You killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figure it, you had 4 motives. 1.
4
In
even.
the nonary game, the number 9 is dangerous.
The true endings.
Hitachi Station. I don't think so.
Whoever had the 9 bracelet could join whatever team they wanted. Adding 9 to any number doesn't change the digital root, which means that number 9 could do whatever they wanted. You wanted to remove that threat as soon as possible. 2. You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself, so that you could make use of its power. In fact, you did use it in the murder of Nijisaki. 3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem. He knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years before. You needed to silence him before he told anyone.
So I guess Kubota told Ace, "Hi, I'm Kubota. I'm telling you this proactively because I remember working with you and you not remembering faces."
Now that you mention that, well, I'm guessing Kubota already came to him.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because otherwise he wouldn't have been able to tell that it's him. You're right. Because he shouldn't have been able to recognize his face.
Yes, maybe based on the voice if they've worked together for years, but...
From the experiment 9 years ago, we have one who is face blind, one who is blind, and one who is amnesiac.
Awfully convenient, writers. Well, I mean, to be fair, that can happen. It makes sense.
I mean, they pick their victims well.
Yeah, exactly.
4. But last, and perhaps the most disturbing, you used Kubota as a test. You wanted to know how serious this nonary game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank?
Just a prank, bro.
You convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen.
I mean, kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
That was why you killed Kubota. But he was only the first.
Better him than Ace.
Next was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for the missing parts for the Reds, you ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room.
Question is, what were they doing there? Where do the other 2 founders randomly showed up from?
Fun fact, Ace listed these 4 reasons to Junpei the safe ending. And this Junpei knows because of transmission of information through morphogenetic fields. The exact words. The anime ends with a link to a grainy found footage video that starts in ARG, where you have to find the real Titanic, where you meet Uchikoshi, who tells you the true meaning of what a Funya Rinpa is. I'm in. Where do I sign up?
Well,
I want this. I need this in my life.
We can kind of skip all of that then, no? Like, we already know the true meaning of what a Funya Rinpa is now.
Nah, we know your fake version of it.
No, that is the true version.
Nah, yours is like a Funya Rinpa.
I'm telling you, you go through all of this, and you will end up with the same answer I told you.
Do you know because of morphogenetic fields?
Yes.
Nice.
However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki.
And why did they change clothes? There's still so many open.
Chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake. That was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake.
No, that's not... That was Nijisaki?
If you guys stop here, you're gonna have a pathetically short stream next time, so maybe, you know, move. Oh, I'm getting kind of tired, people.
Oh, sure.
Maybe.
So you're actually gonna make me yawn. So where are we on the flow?
I tried to make myself yawn, and then I made myself yawn really hard.
By the way, do you see that this thing pulls through? At the bottom.
Do you see that? You can move it.
Oh, never mind.
It's called clicking.
See, we're totally getting there.
Tifas is a Funya Rampa. True. That's when your Funya Rinpa starts dangang romparing.
Why? How did...
I like how he didn't care about the 9th dude, but he does care about him.
I mean, yes, now that he knows who he was.
I mean, he kind of was his right hand man,
Maybe they were BFFs.
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remembered him because he was the blind kid, but his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me.
He probably hates me.
Why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me. Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the red. Verified your own number and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel. Then, When the door opened, you kicked him in.
We established that June's bracelet is a 6. The 6 is a 9 because it's turned around.
Yeah.
And Santa's is
Still a tree.
It's still a 3?
It's still a tree.
Ah, yeah, true. I'm confused. Keep going.
9 seconds.
Forget I said
the
anything.
door closed.
Nope.
And then 81 seconds passed. And poor Nijisaki was dead.
And you mean to say Snake is still alive?
He's in the room.
Disappoint you.
He can't see.
Yeah, Snake can't, but Ace could have.
How can Ace recognize Snake?
He can hear the voice.
Who says he remembers the voice? And he didn't say anything yet.
But he saw that another guy came in through the door with him.
So? That doesn't make you think, oh, that's Snake?
Then I would go, oh, you found a friend. Who is it? Snake hasn't been talking, but he was in the room though.
You don't go counting people in these situations, by the way.
I would.
Sure you would.
I mean, I hope I never am in a situation where I'm holding somebody at gunpoint in an incinerator.
I doubt you'd be paying attention to the people in the room that much.
Yeah, fair enough.
Especially when after 8 hours it's been a specific group of people the entire time.
Yeah, I guess. 9 hours.
Oh, sorry, 9 hours, true. Time's up. How are we not sinking yet, by the way?
Because there never was a threat of sinking to begin with.
Snake's voice 9 years ago was probably pre-pubescent. Yeah, that is also true. Like just how Santa went through puberty, it's probably the same here.
Yeah.
He's right.
I would have been much more friendly, evil villain if I were in Ace's shoes. Yes, I would have. I would have talked to them first.
Maybe he thought they brought a priest. You know, if I'm going to an incinerator, I might as well take a priest along that I found somewhere.
Or maybe to exorcise Alice. Carry on.
Thank you for killing the wrong man, but I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
Fully understandable.
Yeah, I mean, Snake also had to listen to Akane burning alive.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't blame you.
Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room,
who killed
you
him?
were to talk to me. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
I handed it to you, and you left the room.
Yeah.
You've been in charge of the Nonary project. Of course you would have known the solution to every puzzle, which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters.
That's when he did it. Oh my god, that never even occurred to me.
So he was alive in there until... But wasn't the blood old? No, we didn't even check that.
Wow.
I think we had a discussion about checking the blood to see if it was dried up.
We don't have a super high school level detective with us who would go... Fresh blood.
Yeah, true.
Or like 2 hours old blood.
Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him.
Oh my god. We should have been able to figure this one out.
How did he reset the puzzle again, though?
He was one of the mind masters of the original game.
Yeah,
this is a redo. He probably knows all of this.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
You picked up that axe and buried the blade deep in the other man's chest. One blow was all it took. And then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened.
So how do you do that with no blood splattering on you?
Let's not talk about that. Probably bought a blanket or something.
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
He's still twitching. That's weird. That would also kick in.
Yeah.
No reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your hand into my vest? You pulled out a piece of paper, the one I
had to rub off the blood on our hands on the inside of your pocket so you wouldn't notice.
Oh, you might... You might actually have a point.
I doubt that. Why would you do that in someone else's pocket?
Press a button.
But that wasn't really what you were after. Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket.
But didn't he already take the watch? Like, Junpei knew he took the watch. Why would he then try to slip it back into his pocket? What did I miss?
That was the little watch that he had done a thing with. That's how we got it back. He takes it from us, leaves, comes back, then we have a conversation about the piece of paper that we used to cheat the...
But why did he have to give it back like that? Junpei gave it to him.
He basically took it. He gave it back so that we can finish the puzzle, and it doesn't seem like Ace knows the solutions. We still were the one who then put the thing in the indentation to open the room.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but why was the true purpose to slip it back into his pocket instead of just going, here, I couldn't figure it out? Why need to be secretive about giving the watch back?
Press a button.
It wasn't a very good plan. Had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down around you.
Well, he's not saying why, yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Been desperate.
It's gonna be there.
But what made you willing to risk it all to do it?
Like, this doesn't answer that. Why couldn't he just give it back?
Because he still wasn't quite thinking straight, cool-headed, because he had a high from just killing somebody. Like, usually when somebody ends up ending another person's life, their adrenaline just spikes. And then eventually it crashes, and then they go through emotions.
I suppose, because plot holes. Kind of feels like it right now.
All that.
Seems like such a weird thing.
Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it, but why?
Maybe Ace just really likes killing people?
Because of this.
Oh?
What's with the paper?
Just read it.
Let's see.
Note from Zero.
Number 1. There are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the nonary game.
Zero set him up.
The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world. Simply look into the camera and repent.
That's why when we entered the room, the camera was pointed at the door. He went in there, turned it around, and then killed the guy.
Yeah.
Which is still kind of weird, because to confess your sins, this thing should also be able to pick up sound, and then they all listen to Ace
You
kill
probably still need to press play.
the
Though.
guy. All
It
that.
wasn't
Yeah,
live
fair.
streaming, I think.
Well, we'll never know.
Confessed everything, I will release you from this ship.
It probably was already pointed at the door, you just had to hit play and then stand there.
To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters.
Oh, okay, that's why the captain was there.
Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please. Zero.
When I awoke in that room on D-Deck, I found that in my pocket. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first.
Because we're masters. So the thing about the pocket watch is that while Ace has it, it never actually leaves your inventory. Since you're in a conversation with Clover the whole time. Oh, and why would you bother checking your inventory to find out that it's kind of a plot hole that doesn't really work logically? Because you're having a conversation the entire time. You wouldn't check your inventory normally.
Yeah, but that's the whole... No, actually, it still doesn't make sense. So he couldn't just go return it, because then in case you looked at your inventory in the meantime, you would have seen that the watch was still there, so the returning it didn't make sense, so it had to be snuck in.
I have a feeling we're overthinking. It's just a game design kind of thing.
Yeah, probably. I'll take it. I'll accept it.
That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice.
See, he wasn't thinking straight. He wasn't planning. It's basically trying to trick you into forgetting that he borrowed it.
Okay.
True, maybe it was even oversight, or it was completely on purpose. Yeah.
We spend another 4 streams talking about this.
Possibly,
maybe
yes.
we should, because I would like to understand that.
Same.
So how did it end in his pocket again?
What's a pocket watch anyway?
You meant to kill him from the beginning then? Musashido, I mean.
That reminds me, I was lying when I said we don't have a physical clock in this house. I have a pocket watch in our nightstand.
True, my old one.
No, my old one.
Isn't that mine?
No, that's mine. I bought it in Camden Town like 16 years ago.
We'll find out. Is the Zero escaping? No, not ever, Shrift. Happy Sunday.
The Zero is still
How are you
stuck.
doing? Probably not ever, no. No.
We're not escaping either.
I only knew Musashido as the witness after I reached the captain's quarters.
Yeah, makes sense. He grabbed the pocket watch, went in, realized the dude was in there, killed them, then decided it would be weird for me to remind him, hey, I borrowed the watch, only for them to find a freshly dead body in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Even though they didn't even realize it was a fresh body, I believe.
Yeah.
But then again, as kids, you also don't really check. Like, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
We were busy having a conversation with Clover too.
Yeah.
I love the free Azip shirt. It's Irv Azip, depending on how you read it, but yes. Favorite characters so far? 7, probably.
I think I kind of want to agree with 7
Yeah.
too.
I like 7.
I also really like Ace as a villain.
Okay, yeah, true. When somebody asks favorite characters, I usually don't go for villains because they're villains, but
Yeah, but a villain character can be really
Ace is
good.
written really well. I think overall,
I have a hard time picking.
Junpei and 7. Yeah. Junpei is amazing, as a main character especially.
Yeah.
I love him.
As a main character, he's definitely one of the better ones. But I also find it hard to pick because I don't feel like an emotional connection to these characters in the game.
Yeah, it's not like Danganronpa where you like grow closer and attached to them.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of
I
do.
feel no attachment. They're great characters, but I feel no attachment whatsoever.
I do on the same level I do when I watch a movie or a TV show, but not as much as with the other game. Yeah.
But I think Ace is a great villain.
Yes.
Like, I want him to burn in the incinerator. I mean, that should say enough.
Yeah.
But
same.
I think 7 and Junpei are some of my favorites. Junpei as a main character is just great.
Yes, he is definitely one of the top 3 main characters of any game I've ever played. And 7, as a non-main player character, yeah, he's pretty cool.
He's a good guy.
He does the things he wants to do. He says stuff that makes sense. Sometimes he talks a bit much, which reminds me of me. Maybe that's why I like it.
Villains are always my favorite. I just love someone who has reasons and motivations to justify their antagonism.
Fair point. Yeah. I'm just so busy hating them and I don't go to the point where I think I could consider them to be my favorites. Yeah.
That is true, but I also like a villain that doesn't necessarily have a reason and motivation. Like, just because they're pieces of shit.
Yeah, true. Like all the characters, even Ace, he was likable for most of the plot. When he was out as a villain, I still liked hearing how he acted and why. Yeah, fair, he is really... All of these characters are really well written.
He was outed as a villain way too early though, because we already suspected Ace of being a piece of shit before we even went into the medical room.
Yeah, but that's just our hunches. Like,
yeah, okay, but still.
We've been around the block a couple times.
But there the hatred already started. Well, hatred is a big word, but there it already started.
Our villain radar went off.
That's true.
Shuichi blows Junpei out of water in terms of writing development. I hard disagree because Shuichi did a couple things that I, sitting here, wasn't thinking of. And basically every single thing Junpei has done, I found completely within my line of thinking given the situation. So, yes. Don't tell me that was a Danganronpa spoiler. I'm playing through the series at the moment. I
What
don't
did you say
think
about
we've
Danganronpa?
set any spoilers.
I also don't.
No.
No, there was no spoiler. I'm not sure what you even said about Danganronpa.
That you get to know the characters.
Oh no, that's not a spoiler. Which game are you at, by the way?
And I hope you enjoy them. First of all.
But I find them better than this game.
Yeah.
Akane, Santa, and Snake are my top three in this game. Okay, fair. I don't feel much for Akane actually, but she's gonna be a massive plot twist.
I need more answers.
There has to be. Yeah.
But first, just out of the second.
Oh,
the
nice.
second is my favorite one. The
second
third one
is really good.
also amazing. Second is just slightly better in my opinion. But they're all three really good if you ask me.
You're gonna enjoy it.
Main games. Yes.
We spent like 400 hours in it. No,
Yes,
that's a bit much.
Well, overall we did.
300. We need more answers. What's your favorite fruit? Cashews.
Strawberries.
Did you know that cashews come from a fruit? I suddenly have that in my mind.
No, strawberries. Cherries, close second. Raspberries and blackberries next. But overall,
my favorite fruit.
strawberries number one. Most versatile.
I think
Can do
kiwis
most
in a way. But I don't like eating kiwis.
Yeah.
Grapes. I'm going with grapes.
Kiwis also pretty good. The answers start right after this discussion. Welcome to My Favorite Letter is X, where this happens all the time. Tomato.
Absolutely.
Oh, Martina, don't be like that. Yes, it's a fruit. Everybody thinks it's a vegetable.
Kiwi, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Favorite Pokemon of each type. How many times are there again?
16, I think.
16 times.
Favorite way to continue the game? Spacebar.
And he answered.
Oh, true, 16 in the
times.
original, and then... No, 15, and then they added Dark, Steel, and then
Fairy?
Dragon. And Fairy.
Dragon was before Fairy.
Wait, yeah, I was thinking the wrong thing.
Ah.
Steel, Dark, Fairy. Yeah, true, 15 in the original.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
It's unironically one of my favorite fruits, it's so versatile. Yes, it is. True. I
mean,
do
can't
eat
deny
more
that.
tomatoes when I eat strawberries. That is a fair point.
That is true. That is very true.
Seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation.
Full patch dose for Pokemon on a year-by-year basis. Well, we can save
If I
that
really
for next
patch
time.
from them, we can just introduce more bugs. I think that the captain guy had been sedated with Soporil. Could it be? You know the stuff that Ace also used? The cradle pharmaceutical drug?
Okay, so he was... That was really well timed then, by the way. That he was sedated until this moment.
Wow. Only just awoken.
Or they calculated how long it would roughly take for them to reach this.
Yeah. Or maybe it just took longer to wear off, like between waking up and being back to your usual self because he was a bit older and not really physically fit.
Yeah, okay. Can also be...
I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him.
Actually, no,
like
they would have
Ace-
wanted him.
Yeah, but kind of like Ace was a bit groggy when he woke up, right?
Yeah, but they would have wanted him to stay in that state, because if he woke up way earlier, he would have known the answer to the puzzles and get out of the room.
True. Yeah.
So they must have wanted him to be sedated until this moment. So it makes sense.
It's the half-life of Soporil. 3.
I think it's a trick.
I was trying to make a Half-Life reference.
Okay.
Half-Life 3, never.
Maybe he was groggy or out of commission the whole time, but only really awoke from the noise of Ace walking in.
All that, yeah.
That
Makes sense.
could also be, I guess.
But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was.
I just kill people for fun because I'm Gentaro Hongo.
I mean, this makes sense.
Yeah.
I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
I'm just amazed still he managed to do it without blood spilling on him. Have you ever seen like a horror movie where they use an axe to hack into
Yeah.
one of the characters? Like, there's some blood.
Did I mention I'm a bad guy? I like killing people. But talking about removing things, I've hydrated a lot and the water has found its way through my body. I need a short break.
In that case,
BRB.
BRB. We're back and
Thank you very much for the raid,
Thank
Rix.
you for the raid.
Sorry for the time you were on a short break. How was your stream? How are you doing? Happy Sunday. How are things? What did you do?
How was golf? Are you a pro golfer by now?
I don't see that. How'd you know?
Because I saw Rix go live.
Oh, I didn't see that, sorry. How did you like golf?
At least I'm quite sure I saw golf.
I find it frustrating and really relaxing at the same time. Relaxing if I get my shots right, and really frustrating if I don't. So it's hit or miss for me. That was a bad one.
Whoa, you really hit the hole with that one. No, that didn't work.
That's TOS.
I tried. Hope you're doing well, Rix. Thank you again.
Start to keep my game library across platforms organized in a spreadsheet. How many lines does it have?
Oh,
28 games.
That's nothing.
Nice. I wish I could get down that low.
Also, Evie, stop acting so surprised. Like, you should know better by now.
True. I
We
can
play
add 8 more O's.
at our own pace. But 28 is seriously nothing.
Yeah.
Or it feels like nothing. It's still a lot. But
That seems doable.
well, doable is a big word.
Probably more than I cannot remember at the moment. True. Yeah.
Do you also follow them in order?
Do you actually play the games on your backlog first? As in not playing other games that you feel like playing, that you have played before? If so, nice. I wish I had that discipline. Game of Thrones Season 8 is good. I'm happy you enjoyed it. I didn't.
Ace, you figured it out, haven't you?
Playing 17 games at the same time, yeah, okay. It goes a tiny bit faster than I think. That wouldn't work for me.
With all the timelines, I feel like I'm playing 17 games while playing 999 with you, Tifa.
Kind of, yeah.
Just wait, time travel is gonna be a thing.
Sorry.
Yes, so it would seem. I was little more than a puppet, in many ways.
Hi, Rix is back.
Hello.
Thank
How
you
are
for the raid.
How was your stream? Thank you, again.
Because I don't think you heard us before. How was golf? How did it go? Thank you very much.
Tell us everything. Press a button.
You're in the minority of that opinion. No, Evie's just trying to rile Jack up.
Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared.
Had to use the
The
restroom.
reds in the
How
large
dare you?
hospital room were dismantled.
How was what? How was your stream?
Snake.
You played golf, no? How was golf?
How was your stream?
Are you a golfing master yet?
There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back.
Just trying to get Jack to talk about an unrelated topic for the next 3 hours. Well, if that's how it would have gone, that's how it is.
Yeah, I can't
I mean-
force this. It might seem like it, but it's actually spontaneous.
I mean, I enjoy it. If you just want to watch the full like playthrough of it, it's easier to just watch a YouTube video, for example.
Or just play it yourself.
or that. I mean, so far you know how we play.
Went well, dominated the PGA tournament, only a golf master, I'm an alien. I don't
Does
know
it
how
actually
these
have aliens in the game?
two things happen at the same time, but nice. I guess your performance was out of this world. I don't watch your stream for the gameplay, I watch it for the going of topic. Shrift, you and me both.
In that case, so Game of Thrones you said, right?
Love
Love.
off.
Topic.
Nice.
I was like, stream? No, topic.
Love off stream? But no, we don't advertise that.
Oh, no.
Damn, for a pun guy, it took you long enough, Jack.
But it was worth the wait, wasn't
How
it?
did it take long? I said, did it? Well, it's that 1 damn hour from daylight savings times I need it back.
Yeah. It also causes a delay in response. At least
Yes.
an hour.
Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap. But yes, this was a trap.
So Ace's motivation is that he likes killing people, and his character flaw is that he likes killing people too much.
It's not even liking to kill people, I think. He's just saving his own ass here.
It's compulsory at this point. Yeah.
It's like not minding it.
OCKD, Obsessive Compulsory Killing Disorder. He just has to. Took you like 3 tries. I guess I hit a triple boogie. I know a little bit of golf lingo.
Thank you, Nintendo. I haven't played golf in a bit.
You should. Color just had its final time change. We voted to get rid of it.
Oh,
Nice.
Seriously? I wouldn't mind getting rid of it as well, but it's gonna make things even more confusing if only some countries do and some not. So I feel like we should have a global vote on this. Because then it's like, oh, we went 1 hour backwards, and usually it's 3 hours for you, so now it's also this for you, and it's like, nope, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Like, time zones are already confusing. I would vote a global turn-off.
Where in the flowchart are you? Bottom left corner, like 5 away from the end, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. He grows as a character and tries killing himself and realizes what it feels like to be on the receiving end. I guess.
He just cares more about his own survival at this
Yeah,
point.
makes sense.
Yeah.
It was Zero's trap, and I fell for it hook, line, and sinker. I did everything he wanted me to do.
But who is going to turn out to be Zero?
Santa. Or somebody else entirely.
Like, I'm not sure. I was on the Santa road as well, but I'm not sure if he actually set it all up.
I know who.
Who?
Lord
Alice.
Gordain.
True, that name hasn't showed up at all anymore.
Exactly. Lord Gordain is behind all of this.
He fell a few times in...
He fell a few times?
Or his name fell a few times.
Oh no, I have fallen and I can't get up.
During like at least 2 of the endings, I think.
Gordain is like Gordain's bloodline, his successors are like the Robin Hoods of justice. They watched the nonary games happen and now they try to make everybody pay for it. No.
Maybe you have a point to do it.
That's the case where I make them unknown identities. I hate it when they're strangers. Well, sometimes that makes it a bit more realistic, which I hate because video games usually are fiction. I want it to make sense.
Well, that is true. Also, there's more states that don't have saving time or daylight saving time in the US. I didn't even know that.
I didn't know.
Yeah. By manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands.
Okay, yes.
This was revenge for what happened 9 years ago.
I mean, having them kill each other off is nicer even, no?
Yeah, so Santa makes sense. As revenge for her sister.
That's why this nonary game happened. Am I right, Santa?
Okay, so we do turn
Dun,
to Santa.
dun, dun, dun.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any...
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki, huh?
Here we go.
My memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki, no doubt about it.
And then 7 is like his twin. And they're not actually, like, they're twins, but they're not the same person, so he wasn't in.
Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the nonary game this time around was Zero. And Zero's you.
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh? Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki.
He didn't confirm he's Zero.
Who's the one that said we should stick to code names? Because Zero might find out. We could have avoided all of this if we went with actual names.
That's a wonderful question, and I don't recall because it happened like ages ago. 7. Makes sense, he was a detective.
Then, fair.
Yeah.
Then I thought it might have been Santa to avoid this situation of him remembering, and then we go, and Ace as well, and then go like, hey, I know that name.
Yeah.
I was one of the kids in the nonary game 9 years ago.
Let's have another flashback, shall we?
I made it out. So did Snake over there.
But how did he set all of this
There's
up?
one thing No, I guess there's two things you got wrong. Number one,
Here we go with the numbers again.
Okay.
Alright.
What?
Wait, what?
I told you guys. He specifically confirmed being I. He didn't say he's 0.
sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary.
Okay.
Okay, but we do have a trader in the group.
Well, an assistant.
But an assistant's only an assistant.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but we were discussing like more towards the beginning whether there's going to be a trader in the group working with Zero.
Yeah, but it's an
And there
assistant.
was.
An assistant's only an assistant, Tifa.
I didn't come up with all this.
Ages ago. It was less than 9 hours ago. Same thing.
Feels like weeks.
Not in this timeline.
All I did was follow Zero's orders.
Then, if you're not Zero, who is?
Being a trader is only a job.
Didn't I say two things?
Very true. Happy Sunday. How are you doing?
How you doing, Kani? Welcome in.
You made one more mistake. Junpei,
Alright.
you just said all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago.
Okay, so it's not.
That's why this nonary game happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose. There's another reason you guys were playing the nonary game.
Come on. To
So are we
bring back
now-
my dead sister.
That's not.
Watch. We're going peak
How would you even
anime.
be able to do that?
The music isn't telling us, but I think this conversation is going to lead us straight into the climax.
Let's find out.
To save someone.
Press buttons. I want him to say his sister. Come on. Do it.
Save someone?
Right. You were brought here to help my sister.
Oh, it actually is. No.
Me. I got it. Yes. I hate you,
Don't
Jack.
tell me.
No, you don't. You love it. You love it. Stop predicting shit. Never. That's my thing. This is my
But
kink.
wait. Time travel has not been confirmed yet. I
Press-
don't care what you guys are saying.
Press
He didn't
spacebar.
say time travel
Press
yet.
spacebar.
Save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
Kane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw.
No, she didn't.
What? What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki?
She is.
Are they going with ghosts?
Akane is in the morphogenetic field. This is why we can see her. She is information. Watch it happen.
Oh my god. Judging from today's pace, you must have spent 2 lifetimes on this game. Well, we've been on it for like 2 or 3 months. Menu
We've
button.
been playing for 44 hours. Back. No.
You take over. Oh, I was like, no! I resetted the game. No!
Jack is Yasuhiro. His predictions are right 30% of the time. He just makes so fucking many. Yes! And that 60% of the time, I'm right all of the time. Time travel hasn't confirmed yet. What about Back to the Future? Exactly.
Okay, no. I'm gonna go with not time traveling, but no, wait. Even if Akane's spirit or whatever it is in the morphogenetic field, how is she a physical human being?
Alice.
I'm gonna press spacebar.
Oh, my head. My head. It feels like it's gonna pop.
I'm with you, Seven.
7! What the hell is going on?
Okay, so now Alice is gonna take over Seven's body.
I don't know. I just. Oh, I swear to God, my head feels like it's about.
And then Seven is gonna spout more exposition all over us because he's being possessed by Alice.
What was the nonary project?
Here we go again. Morphogenetic.
Already, but I'll tell you one more time.
Please,
tell
Santa,
us one more
please.
time.
Please.
Explain this to me like I'm 5.
Explain to Tifa like she's 5 because I'm an expert on the subject.
It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon? For 2 organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact.
Yes, Tifa?
In the absence of physical contact.
Santa, drop it like Jack says. Do it, Santa. Come on.
It was hairy legs. It all comes down to hairy legs.
The morphogenetic field theory.
Okay.
Human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information. That was what this experiment was conducted to determine.
Yes, exchange information.
What if...
Oh, here it comes.
What
Here
if
it comes.
your brain is only the thing receiving the information, not the thing transmitting them? Do you remember the
No,
Lotus
we have
hacking
an outer
adulting
brain.
thing? Yes, exactly. Watch, play, press buttons. Do you see that she's slowing down? Do you know why that is? Because she's afraid.
One was the gigantic,
Afraid
and the
of me
other was a
being right.
building in Nevada called Building Q.
Yes.
The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones on the gigantic. They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the gigantic.
I'm about to morph!
Okay, that still doesn't answer why Santa and Akane were on the same ship.
Keep going.
The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason she was placed on the gigantic with the receivers, like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A.
Alright.
Okay, so it was just a mistake that they ended up together.
Whatever
I don't think so.
Akane ended up on the gigantic.
Ace is gonna bust in at some point and tell them why.
I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei.
Where what is going?
Don't play dumb.
Exactly, Tifa. Admit it.
I'm not admitting anything.
Face the music.
Things you couldn't.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah, we had the
Come on.
morphogenetic field thing. I mean, that is fine.
Come on, do it. Do it.
You know Ace had prosopagnosia.
Exactly! Exactly, because there was no scene in this route.
We discussed it.
Yeah.
And it was because I think Lotus even started the subject.
The game with the multiple routes giving you all the pieces of individual key information before you get here is giving you the experience of receiving a transmission of information through a morphogenetic field. Watch it.
How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nichisaki was killed?
Exactly.
Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in?
Yes.
How the hell did you open it?
Yes.
Well, that's...
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, so now the morphogenetic field voice comes in, and now
Checkmate
we're swapping to
lectures.
someone
I
else.
need to educate people. As in her. 9 is probably the best game of multiple endings I've played. Yes. 990 times yes. Alright.
Okay, so now we're swapping into a new character, and I'm gonna guess that's going to be Alice then
No.
in this case.
No.
Or who is this?
This is Junpei from the future. Watch.
We are not gonna communicate in lifetime with the future. I'm still, until I see time travel in bold spaces on this screen, I am gonna deny its existence.
If I'm right about this, the rest of the stream will be very annoying for Tifa because I'm gonna start T-posing to assert dominance. And then she cannot really see the screen. You ready?
I'm ready.
Strap in.
I'm all strapped in. Seatbelts on.
You knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphic field set. It's simple, really. How do I know the alternative How do I know the alternate futures then? Imagine a river that splits in two like an upside down Y.
I bet you as the viewer are
Here we go.
the morphogenetic field.
The river flows from the top to the bottom from a single stream into two branches. It only flows in one direction. It can never flow backward. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future, but it never flows backward.
Yeah, So far, it's denying time travel.
That's where people at the river source, in the past, will never know about those downstream, in the future. But the people downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of a river. But I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck knowledge from the future.
No, they literally put it on screen. No.
Tifa, I need you to please advance the text for me because I am T-posing.
Don't make me bite you.
Alright, let's see how long I can hold this.
Ah.
The second Jack said time travel, I knew it was over. Can't have shit in this stream.
No.
Damn, this feels good.
You got that quite early on, I think, as well. Like in the middle of this game, you already came with shit like time traveling.
The moment they went with a flow of information and multiple endings, and Junpei started spouting things he couldn't possibly know, I knew it in my soul. He got it before there were even any hints. The flow was the clue that gave it away. The flow chart.
I had such a bad feeling from the beginning that you were gonna end up to be right, but I didn't want you to. But good job. Very good job. You basically predicted how this game would end.
Congratulations to Jack on another birthday. Thank you very much. Now,
good job.
Let's all take a deep breath.
Time travel.
Actually, before I continue, let's all take a moment. So all of you who are on Team Jack, and welcome in all of you that were on Team Tifa up until 2 minutes ago. Why were you there? It doesn't matter. Welcome in. Let's do a morphogenetic field thing. Let's all do this together. Let's just say I'm going to physically dab in Tifa's general direction. Wouldn't it be funny if all of you did the same thing at Tifa, wherever she is in relation to you currently? You ready?
I'm ready. Beautifully done.
Hope you all joined me. And if you did, I felt that.
Gonna say now in my notes of predictions, Jack had way more correct predictions than Tifa. Yeah.
Skinner, mwah, thank you.
Jack absolutely got this game.
What is this, a dab? Alright, now let me take a sip. Need to get back into the story.
You absolutely got this one. And stream here. You guys have to go to work. You're actually very true, but...
I need to get up in 8 hours. I don't care. I don't care. I am glowing, inside and out.
We should be like near the conclusion now, no?
But I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to plug knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of a river, even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am I, the 9th letter of the alphabet. But I am also 0. No, that's not true. I'm not really 0. Not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than 0.
Look at the flow. Wait, are you for real?
We're getting there.
Yeah, but that is still...
Okay, we didn't unlock any new branches.
No, we're on the second one. We were at the novel behind the escape room thingy.
Yeah,
so
I don't know why
we moved one box. Okay, let's at least go through this conversation and then we can see.
But why is the flow icon back in the first puzzle room on this road? I don't like that. 0 is my future. In 9 years, I will be 0.
It's Akane.
No.
Then.
It's Junpei.
We're 0. We're not 0.
Yes, Junpei is 0. You called that, I think. God damn, now we're adding negative numbers into the math game. Damn. Where did you go?
I'm slightly confused here.
June? No. Akane. Where did you go?
Santa!
Why is Clover? Oh shit.
Freeze.
Santa's got the gun. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching.
Okay, honestly though, we're not gonna stop him here.
Looks like he's turned the tables on Ace. I wonder how he likes having a gun to his head.
Get up.
I mean, we have absolutely no reason to stop him.
1 minus 1 is 0. True. And 3 minus 3 is also 0. What if 0 really is the friends we made along the way? Except Ace. He's a piece of shit.
You know what's also gonna end up to be 0?
Hmm?
Ace plus the incinerator.
No, that's Ash.
No, because you know there's gonna be no people left in there, so you'd end up with 0.
I like the energy of where you were trying to go because fuck 0, but
No, we're going for a symbolic kill here. We're all gonna leave the room and Santa is leaving Ace in here. That would be the best ending as a revenge kind of thing.
maybe the real 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors with the friends we made along the 6 different ways.
No.
50 to the power of minus 1 is 0. I have no idea. I don't do math.
I think everyone agrees that it's no.
I couldn't tell you. Sure isn't about to take that gun off him for a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks drained. I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go for that door, but...
Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
He can't get through any numbers. He can't get through any numbered doors with just 2 people. What the hell is he thinking?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? What the hell does that even mean? Shit, they're out. Dun, 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 dun.
Is he leaving us in the incinerator room?
Yeah. And now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. Seems to be alright. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if the store's still open.
Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
Oh, you mean we're trapped?
The game literally said 2 zeros and we're still guessing wrong. Yeah, Junpei in the future, in 9 years.
Yeah, but he said in 9 years I will be 0. Oh, okay, yeah. So it's Junpei from the past? But that makes no sense.
Just
Junpei
wait.
from the past makes no sense. But we don't know Junpei's connection yet.
No, listen. My guess is...
What does Junpei have to do with this?
My guess is... In the original timeline, let's call it that, Junpei survived this nonary game.
So you're saying Junpei was in it?
No, this all happened. Not necessarily the route we play through, but this whole thing happens. Junpei survives. Because of the experiences, he decides, like, he gets hellbent full anime, like, oh, I need to find a way to undo the things that have happened because they're traumatic and blah de blah. Whatever. So he finds a way to morphogenetic field backwards. Just wait. Just wait.
I think that means you're not close.
Hearing all this, let's begin a 45-minute debate on whether Junpei is 0. You don't need to, I'm right about everything anywhere.
I don't think Junpei is 0. But wait, it was already said.
Just wait.
I feel confused.
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
Did Clover just realize something we didn't?
No, you can't be serious.
We are stuck in the incinerator.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's a good thing to realize right now.
Oh, but he is. Shit, we've got to do something. Maybe we can still get out through door 9. There's the red. Yeah, Red, we can do this. I just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. Means 2 plus 6 is 8. Is there any combination that will work?
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
Wasn't it yours, Clover?
We didn't get a warning yet, right?
What if a door doesn't open? What will we do then? Jack, I will press the spacebar and we will find out. Sure, why not? I don't think I'm going to need one.
Pretty sure Clover can't realize anything. She's pretty dumb. She did solve a couple of puzzles, though.
It's true. She helped us.
That is true.
Oh, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations. A lot of them. Huh? Man, she doesn't look very happy. What? Hey, no need to be ripping pages out like that. Jeez.
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that!
So it's gonna end up with someone needs to stay behind.
Alright, at least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing. Let's see.
What? And there's no other way?
Bye, Lotus. Looks like she'd figured it out, huh? Man, this is just too cruel.
It's okay. Go.
Lotus.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
What happened to the whole thing of once we're out of here, we'll come back and save whoever is left inside?
Well, if the incinerator will be triggered, there is no coming back and saving whoever is inside.
The incinerator has been awfully quiet.
Yeah, for now.
Who's gonna press the button? Who's gonna press the button?
This thing's saying, true! We were in the middle of sinking back when we were in the library.
We were never sinking. That was a red herring.
Yeah, okay, fine.
We're supposed to
think technically, they don't know that yet. We were in the middle of sinking. You know, there was this whole rumbling and it was like, ooh.
I know we're not sinking.
Our timer was up a long time ago.
Tifa, I'm 0. Shit, spoiler.
Fine.
You were sinking upwards and to the side. Yes,
oh,
the safe way.
Okay. Then we're fine.
Don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn it, you idiot!
Oh, man.
Clover is a slightly above average person on a boat of very intelligent people. Yes, the amount of maths they did in there, I would be useless.
I would just be the person standing there like, oh, I'm glad they solved this.
Yeah, like, oh shit, math. Oh my god, please don't pair me with Tifa, we're both really bad at this.
I'll just help look for clues and then here.
Do you have any physical labor I can perform to provide anything to the group?
I would be the one who's shoveling the coal.
Yeah.
That would be my main job.
How about I go up the stairs 5 times to check things? Whoa, where the hell did that come from? Looks like she expected that about as much as I did.
If you're not... Look, it'd be bad, alright?
No. For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
Yeah.
No, he likes her.
If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
7 is my favorite Tsundere character.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
Me too.
You didn't honestly think I'd abandon you, did you?
You're all idiots.
Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry.
That being said, however...
I would be crying too.
Yeah. I'd be having a full-blown panic attack.
I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Huh? Why?
We could try, though.
I trust you remember what happened to Ace? I couldn't see exactly what happened, but...
True.
I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier at the Red.
Oh, yeah.
No! What is this? Why? The digital route should be 9! It has to be 9!
All of us know, right?
Opening!
All of us in the room currently know that the bracelet...
No. 7 does, we do, Clover does, and Snake does.
No, okay.
Unless we've already caught up the others while I was being right about time travel. Possible. 7 looks like that miscellaneous fisherman delinquent on a slice of life anime. Yes, he does.
Kinda does.
But he has a heart of gold.
He's quite nice.
7 has saved Lotus's child's life and Lotus's life, and now he refuses to leave her behind. There's a major turn on. I see where this fanfic is going that you're working on.
They had some banter going on, but...
Just to see, why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
Who went through the door together? Santa and Ace.
Ace. And maybe the...
And maybe the ghost
The
of
six.
June.
Yeah. The 6 bracelet he also had.
Okay, but then the 9 door opens with 1. True, false. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9.
You were right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
Maybe it's not the same door?
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
Shit. If we can't get through that door, we can't get out. The walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we could get to that hole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. All we can do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it. I guess this is it. This is the end.
The end. Play game 2 to find out the rest.
Arcane vision!
Oh.
Oh, okay, now I know, because I can look at the top right of the screen. Arcane is 0.
That makes more sense, yeah. No, it doesn't. It does not make more sense.
Who's to say Santa's bracelet cannot override the rules?
Also true.
That would be cheating. Also, this should be your lines, man. Tifa, you get to be one of the main characters. How does it feel?
I was watching.
I've been waiting for you all to notice the Arcane vision.
Was it before there too? And we just didn't see.
Do we spill the DS beans now, boys? No, no spoilers.
I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums, I heard. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Through the morphic field set we were resonant, and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer.
A version comment. Okay. We can explain the DS differences when we finish. Yes, please.
Is it, serious question, is it plausible for us to finish now?
Yes.
Like, how long on average?
If they finish. Let's find out.
Or how far are we from the end?
No. Okay, so here's the thing. I do need to get up at 6 AM, which is in 7.5 hours, and I don't care. You need to get up at 8. If you're okay with this,
Sure.
I don't care. I say 2
2
hours.
hours! That's like 3 for us.
Well, let's see.
It started with a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. Was nothing like thunder.
It was the explosion, the air moving away.
That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off on the ship we were on.
Are we actually on the ship?
That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant evil.
Resident Evil 999. Nice try. Bro.
My resonant event melted into him, and we became one inside of Junpei. Somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once. One was the present and the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually, it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
That was my brother, Aoi. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Come on, hurry up!
We ran down a long straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room.
Hashtag Sopero.
Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got in a fistfight. A girl watching them began to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It has been 2 hours since the nonary game began. We're starting to fall apart. But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking.
It's Death Note. Oh my god.
Let's not go that path. He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him Snake.
This is the weirdest crossover game I've ever played.
Hello? Everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down, and we gathered around him.
I have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q, and is desperately trying to send information over to me.
Alright.
Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. In his hand were 9 4-leaf clovers.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted.
Oh.
I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is... well, it is difficult.
That's cute.
That's very
My
sweet.
sister means a great deal to me. And I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate.
That's so
Can we
sweet.
stop with the numbers? Light
It's a lot
Yagami
of
is
9.
Snake, June is playing Resident Evil, and Alice, All Eyes is her persona. Is that Nona in the bottom of the screen? It's absolutely Nona. Nona, your business. What?
Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover.
Oh, one of Lotus's kids. Right? I remember that name.
That kind of looks like a young Lotus, yeah.
For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way.
So Snake said it to Santa, Santa said it to Junpei, Junpei said it to Clover.
Did you
And then we went full
on
circle.
the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck?
Good memory.
Those words are leaf words. So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these.
You skipped the line!
Oh
You
shit!
cut him off at there! He skipped it. Not me. You did.
That's because you morphogenetically made me.
You skipped it. So, okay, I'm done with that.
You still have to read your line.
But you skipped your line off. You gotta do your line now.
Bear a promise between friends.
He gave a clover to each of us. I took one too. Eventually he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Wow, Jack. Yes.
I know, right? I know.
Also having one last thing to say, considering how not very far in the flowchart we are. How about we leave this for Friday?
Yeah, that actually seems like a better idea.
And this seems like the perfect cliffhanger moment too.
No, this is a horrible moment to save.
That's why I'm doing it. You thought this is the end? It's never the end.
Now
it's
an
an okay
spot.
spot, I say.
Okay.
See, I'll take it.
Then I would think the rest we... Actually, I'm not gonna say we're gonna finish it on Friday.
Tifa,
because,
we have said we're going to
I've
finish
said that for like the
this game
past 5 streams.
5 times now, I think.
Yeah.
And no. Alright.
There's little chance, I guess, but I'm gonna believe we're gonna finish it next week. No, I'm good, thank you. Okay, fine.
You should put on some cream for that burn of the time travel plot.
It's okay.
After I just dropped the
You deserve that.
skincare stuff on my microphone.
But it's fine. I won Danganronpa.
That's true.
And you won this game. So now we're like even on prediction games, I want to say.
You had one last thing to say. When you're in Possible. Possible. It wasn't Junpei though. Just wait. We haven't been to the end of the game yet.
The last plot twist will be, I'm not Akane, I'm Junpei.
No, but what if this Akane, I'm pretty sure All Eyes is gonna be in this too, Alice.
It has to, I mean, she kind of...
What if she mind melted with Junpei for some reason that we're gonna explain? So then technically, Junpei is Akane is Zero in 9 years. So...
the biggest question I still have left.
Yes.
How do we save Akane?
We don't.
Is her well, that was one of the reasons. Like, is it because Santa believes we must take revenge to save her? Or is it more a... hey, her consciousness is stuck in the morphogenetic fieldness and we need to get her out of there by solving something? I don't know.
I don't think Akane is gonna survive this.
I mean, she's dead, but Snake said that the reason we're doing this is to save a person. And that is to save Akane. Like, is her consciousness stuck in this? Is it just to get revenge and we're saving her in that way by killing everyone off?
Rewatching this game and knowing some things about its presentation, I'm having some real aha moments right now. So it's like a Disney movie where you watch it again and again and again and you find out more stuff. Nice.
Yeah, that's kind of nice in this case. I've gave 3 minutes to Jacko's from I'm into sleep time. Yeah, we're too far in. It's a good time to save.
Indeed. Tifa.
It's gonna be a long day tomorrow, especially for you.
Yes. Is there somebody for us to raid?
Let me have a look. Oh, go away messages.
While I morphogenetically try to not fall asleep.
We have one person online. Makes it easy.
Alright.
You have 9 options.
Then we're
that
going
would
to do
be
that.
kind of nice. Like, we never have 9 options to raid.
Unfortunately not. We are going to raid Hulk, who's once again playing Sea of Thieves.
Let's drop by, and I had fun.
Indeed.
The fun thing is, I also don't feel tired yet, because technically it's like 9:30. Like, my mind will kick in half an hour. It's like, oh, I gotta sleep. But we're gonna regret that tomorrow.
That's probably gonna happen to me too. Tifa,
your mind will regret that.
press the button.
Pressing the button.
One of these days we'll finish the game. Have a good night. Bye. Thank you all for hanging out with us. If you can, please stick around for the raid. We're back on Tuesday with Breath of the Wild. See you then. Bye.